Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Crimson Carnage, the Halloween event for this year. We're going to start, of course, by introducing everyone you see here, including the spinning boy. Let's actually start off with it. Makai, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Makai. My pronouns are they, he. Tonight I will be playing Fetch Bloombauer. You haven't met them yet, but they're fun and they are gonna be helping out as best they can and are definitely not traumatized by the events of that have happened thus far. They're fine. They're fine. We're fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We're fine.
Next, Michael, please tell me who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Oh, I, as always, am the dastardly, dashing Michael Powell. And, well, this time we have another character going to be jumping in. Brother Bestian. And, yeah, our pronouns are he, him, they, them. And yes, this one's also a Shuni.
Are they the best boy?
Oh, the bestest.
Ah!
Another to fall into your trap.
Yep.
And 10 minutes later.
Look, it's Halloween. I try to give no promises. I've just tried to turn the meat grinder down a little bit.
Oh, Corin's gonna walk up to him and go, "What's your last name?"
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Corin, Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Well, hello. I'm Sam Sterling, and I am playing Corin, your kind of friendly Dampier who is gonna survive no matter who they have to throw under the bus or under the Eldritch God Hand. And our pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. I can't wait for episode 3. Ian, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
My name is Ian. I am playing Reginald Silverspire, the Monster Hunter, and our pronouns collectively are he, him.
Wonderful. I guess that just leaves little me. My name is PJ McGaw. My pronouns are he, him. I'm the GM of Edge of Legends and Nat 20 Productions, as well as Crimson Carnage. And I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. And without further ado, we're going to jump into a quick recap. If you didn't see Sam's amazing recap, which was awesomely written and done by Ian. Thanks to both of you for being awesome and doing that recap together.
Hey, look, I write them. I didn't have to sell it.
Being fancy.
Yeah. But here's the basic recap. So there was a party somewhere in the city-state of Enshelator, a little Fallout satellite nation from the fallen Akkadian Empire, who is having their major holiday, if you will, the founding of their little burg. And as they're celebrating it, and the party is kicking off with debauchery and a whole bunch of questionable events, the Lord Rasuchin of the party is sacrificed by his daughter Moritza to gain power in the noble court, and upon doing so opens a gate to the 9 hells as a giant demon's face breaks the entire facade of the party, spewing forth from his mouth demons. Half of the people become possessed, and in a violent stampede break out of the party to see that Enshelator is on fire, and devils and demons are running rampant, and blood is being spilt left and right. The Crimson Carnage has started, and after some death-defying survival tactics, they finally find themselves at the only safe haven, an aqueduct at the back end of the entire city. And this is where we'll be starting off after Brother Good sacrificed his life so that Corin could stay alive. And the last vestiges we see of this good boy is him being absorbed into the body of Betsa, the devil lord, god of greed, and his little doggy face piercing through the veil of his putty-like body.
If you weren't here last time, it's really important for you to know that she did not deserve that. Like,
Extremely
Not worthy
important.
of
It's
that
actually a linchpin in tonight's episode.
Really?
It really is. It just
All right, continue.
All right.
Apologies.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So without further ado, we'll be starting the second episode of the Crimson Carnage, starting in the aqueducts inside the city of Inshalator. Inside the stone building, there are countless people of the city huddled together in fear. Smack dab in the middle of its base is a stone machine, a large, massive construct, towering from within what appears to be a large, circular stone well. A large, massive construct towering within appears to be the stone well moving high into the sky through a large circular hole in the ceiling of the aqueduct. Hard on the ceiling. Is this continued contraption, twisting and arcing like a helix. Doing so, this helix seems to be connected to massive stone wheels that creak and grind as the sound hooves through, scraping against rocks. That sliding, scraping sound. The machine rises high into the sky and twists up and down as this gyro keeps it in place. The crank appears to take quite a lot of effort. You can see 4 fully grown adults moving the crank with all their mights. You do see, though, that the cranks have these little wooden, actually large wooden spokes coming out. And you probably guess that if you had just minimum of 2 people, this thing could still go. Now, the building has 4 large openings. The one that you're entering into the south, straight through to the north, east, and west. Almost like a garage without a door cover. And this is the way that they face around you as you start to get your bearings about you. You see the possessed of the city come out. They come at your perimeter, but they can't seem to break a certain portion of it. And they stand there, these 50, 100 human bodies that are slowly turning red from blood or from exposure to devil flesh. It's hard to say. And long tongues on fire as crude weapons are being held in their hands. And they stare at you, eyes wide, waiting for an opportunity to attack you. But they can't break that perimeter threshold, and some of them kind of lose interest and leave. You are now in the aqueduct, the only safe haven so far in Shelator during the night of the Crimson Carnival. You see hundreds, maybe about 150 people just packed in here in little clusters. What do you do?
I think Reginald walks over to Corin after the run to the aqueducts and makes a simple statement. I will tell no one. Unless you do it again. We could possibly use you as a scapegoat as well.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we're only going to get out of this together, so let's work together.
How many of us were there just a few moments ago? Let's see. There was me, you. Oh, right. Together. Okay, we'll work on that. Yeah. Maybe if we stay a little closer next time, it'll work out.
I didn't ask him to do that.
That is true, but I can't figure out if he was trying to save you or whoever it was you gave a friendly nudge to.
I don't know what you think you saw.
Right. Well, nevertheless, there's no point in arguing with all these other people around us. Should we figure out why we're not being overtaken?
This conversation seems, my apologies even for stepping on you there. The conversation seems to be covered up by the loud murmur of over 100 plus people there, breathing, talking, whispering, children kind of crying, people trying to soothe each other as adults. Makai and Michael, your characters are one of the 150 stuck in this aqueduct. And while it's a large stone industrial complex structure, it is still limited on space. And you see 47 people come walking into this facility looking for what's left of this safe haven. You do see two people who stand out as more battle ready, less shaken, and having a very pointed conversation. You can't hear what they're saying, but they definitely seem of interest as everyone else kind of goes to their respective puddles of masses and cower together.
Really quick, Makai,
Hmm.
would you say that our character knows each other at this point, or are we still strangers?
Uh, how tall is your character?
Huh?
How tall is your character?
He's about knee high.
About knee high. Hey, then yeah, short people, shorty squad. Let's go.
All right. Well, a what looks to be a shuni that's a black Pomeranian with a white eye patch, wearing the vestiges of priesthood, looks over to Fetch, right?
Yes.
Yes, Fetch, and goes, "Well, looks like we got some more survivors."
Hi. Great. More people to feed. I suppose we can use the hands so as they remain attached to their bodies. I think.
Well, I hope they can be of use, because he looks around at the gathered people just huddled together. We aren't going to get any help from these people.
No, probably not.
All right. Anyway, what the hell is going on out there? What do you think?
People are popping like water balloons, and didn't know that was possible.
That's
Still trying to come to terms with that, actually.
yeah. At least 3/4 of the city probably fell by now.
3/4?
Probably.
Oh, great.
Anyway, let's go greet the newcomers. See what news they have.
And he just starts biting his nails and just follows you.
So the two of you are now met with a Shuni and another little fella. I apologize, Fetch. What did you say your ancestry was again?
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
Oh yeah,
Wonderful.
give it up.
Yup.
A was good. Yeah, you see a very short gnome with blonde, sandy blonde hair. He has heterochromia, one green eye, one blue eye. You can see that some of his hair is in fact starting to turn white.
So the four of you are together, and as you are about to introduce one another and having a conversation, you suddenly hear a loud voice screaming, a blood-curdling scream cutting over the conversation. No, he's down. Someone get to the crank. You look, and in the dead center of the aqueduct, that crank that you saw with four people pushing it, there's a person on the ground just exhausted. Their body is completely ragdolled and they're breathing, gasping for air. As they're moving it, you start to hear this just starts to kind of come up from the center of the well, and this horrible stench rolls out from it, makes the entire aqueduct reek of putrid swamp water, sulfur, rotted eggs, and fetid meat. This terrible smell just clings and cloys. Suddenly, one of the people there, who also looks exhausted, gets up, runs over, grabs the body, throws him out of the way, and starts moving the crank. The crank starts moving again, and the starts to subside, and the smell seems to dissipate in the night air.
PJ, is this a regular occurrence that's been happening since us, Fetch, and Bestian has been in this area?
1 second. You actually know for a fact that this is what you all have been working collectively, all 150 of you, to do the entire night, is to keep this crank moving. Some of the people there are starting to kind of hang around the crank in nervousness. And you can all see this as they're looking and go, We have to keep the crank moving. We have to keep the crank moving. Remember, we've talked about this, people. If we want to live to see sunup, we have to keep the crank moving. If you're tired, let us know, and we'll sub in for you. But if you stop that crank, we're dead.
Bestian kind of looks over at what's going on over there, and just kind of shakes his head and just mumbles a prayer to Eileen before going up to Corin and Reginald and looking up. Well, I see we got some new faces here.
And who are you?
Bro, you may call me Brother Bestian of the Order of Eileen.
Oh, a brother. Look, Reginald, it's fine. There's another one.
we 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 had the we had a gracious appearance of somebody else of your order, who is the reason we are here right now.
Pray tell, what was his name?
I believe he went by Brother Good.
Oh, Brother Good. Oh, you must have all came from that hoity-toity party over yonder. Did he survive? Is he around? Kind of looks around, his little tail kind of wagging a little bit.
I am sorry to tell you this, but he did not make it through till now.
Oh. Kind of looks down, the wagging stops. Kind of just looks over that Fetch, waiting for him to introduce himself.
Sorry. Fetch is still kind of just like picking at his fingers. He's moved on from his thumb to he's bitten all of his fingers down to the nub. He's really just biting at the skin. Kid's a nervous wreck. You can see that he's very young. And it takes him a while to sort of turn back to you. No, Fetch, Fetch Boombow. It's a pleasure. I'd shake your hand, but I was already kind of dirty before all this, and you seem to be a very lovely lady of privilege and honor, and I'd hate to get you all sullied. So
You're very observant. Wonderful. That's refreshing.
yeah, we used to
Well-
rub you all the time.
What was that? Oh, all right. Well, good to meet you regardless. Brother
Bestian.
Brother Bestian. I am my condolences. I just want you to know he was good.
Brother Good probably went out the same way he lived every day of his life, doing the very best that he could.
Truly. And you yourself, you are of the order. You are
A brother of the Order of Eileen, the same congregation as Brother Good. Actually,
So
a
I
lot
would
of us.
assume-
There's a lot of us here.
you have wonderful values in your order. I think we should keep you around, both of you.
That's fine. But probably one of the things we probably concentrate right now on is kind of points over at the wheel, keeping that damn thing going.
I'm trying to put together why we need to keep it going. The smell was enough, yes, but why are the possessed being kept out?
PJ,
You honestly don't know. All you know is that you've been here for hours and everyone keeps shouting, we have to keep the crank turning, as if we stop, we're all dead. And you've noticed that 4 hours on swinging rotations, possessed and maniacs alike have been coming by, standing at the perimeter, and just staring at you all. Some leave to go commit more atrocities of violence. Some stay for long, long hours, never blinking, tongues just drying in the night air. Everyone
Is
give me a
there?
perception. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. No, what's your question?
I was trying to. I'm trying to get in touch with my inner Michael. Can I use my theater lore to figure out if I've heard any stories involving possessed or I don't know, devils or demons of such being turned back by anything? I'm trying to figure out if Ian knows what's going on here and if Reginald would too.
Sure, sure. You can give me a theater lore check. The story of the theater is coming alive.
Right.
And while Ian's rolling that, can I roll either academia or occultism lore about what the heck is that bubble thing?
Religion check would be the way to go with that.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So I have theater lore and Michael has actual lores. What did I do? I got an 18 total for
18.
theater.
So a lot of the stories that you remember seeing, even been a part of on the grand stages across this wide world, tell stories of good versus evil, where evil is repelled by good. But usually in those moments, there is a beacon of good, something where someone calls upon the power of a god or sanctifies their space with the reagents that resemble the purity of their faith, their love, their community. Nothing of that makes sense in this aqueduct that is open air, bare bones, and it's filthy.
Can I ask
Oh,
one
sorry.
more question?
Sure, and we'll roll that and we'll get to Michael. What's the question?
Did we have to did we have to go over any water to get inside of this place? Was there bridges over running water or something like that to get into the middle of this place?
Very good question. You would have seen this on the way. The passageways where the water was going was actually about 20 to 40 feet in the sky,
Okay.
and it would kind of filter in through aerial aqueducts.
Thank you.
Michael.
Let you know I got a 15 on that religion check.
Ooh. Similar concepts. You want to know about the sound coming from the well?
Yeah, like if there was a creature in like religious lore, like a demon or something like that. Bestian, he's actually an occult librarian.
You know that it could be anything. It could be oxygen being trapped in air pockets deep within the well from the constant churning. It could be some occult aberration. Could be a demon. Hell, it could be a celestial down there who disapproves of the helix structure. It's impossible to say what it is exactly, but you know that there's something down there, whether it's mass, gas, or a devil possessed. I'm not proud of that.
Love it. Hero
Nope.
point.
Nope. Thank you. I'll take it.
I'll give it to him. We have no chance of
No, none at all. Thank you.
Anyway, take it. In fact, take two.
PJ, may I use
No, you may not.
my genealogy lore? I would like to know if there's anything in my family's history that involves staying alive in desperate situations.
Yes, give me that. As an elven noble of Inshalator, please, I'd love to tell you.
That's actually real deep lore there.
That's
Nice.
actually
So deep.
It's actually a 22.
Oh,
So, you, being an elven noble of a city-state, you know so many secrets because elves in this world are immortal and they do not reproduce. They were created from the trees of life that sprung all over this planet, and once they are born, they live forever until something kills them. You are probably 1,000, if not 3,000 years old. You remember stories from your uncles and your aunts about a great war that happened outside the Tree of Life of Acadia. and how fire took that tree from this world, and how some of those families who were tasked to protect the tree, destroy the tree, or find an alternative to the tree still live in Enshelator. In fact, you even remember the story of how Enshelator was founded. It was not by the seven dragons with whom everyone swears they made a pact with during the Great Dragon War that kept the city alive. No, it was with the seven devils that offered them power in the darkness, disguising themselves with tooth, claw, and scale. And when the seven noble families realized that the seven dragons they had bonded to keep their city alive was devils, they smiled and they continued to pray to the nine hells. And you, your family, your immortal lineage, you are complicit in that.
All right.
Corin
I'll
looks
go
thoughtful.
Pretend to not have a panic attack.
That is something she knows. She knows this because she is over 1,000 years old. No one else. This is deep secret. No one else knows.
That's very fair. PJ, Fetch is like 17.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Adorable.
No, he's panicking. He he went outside one day and people were popping like zits.
Uh,
You're not wrong.
Yeah. PJ, actually, I have a question. In Shoonies in your world, do they age in dog years or like regular years?
They age in years that are similar to a Shuni. So they will die about 50, 60 years old, and they come
Okay.
to maturity about 10.
All right, all right. Well, brother Bastian kind of looks at the group, goes, "Well, I don't know about y'all, but something's not right over there. And honestly, considering what's out there, whatever's down there is gonna eventually come up, and we're gonna need to find our way, a way out of here as well, but not out through there. Whatever's out there, probably worse."
Everyone, give me a perception check right now.
No,
DC to beat is just a lowly 12.
I don't like that.
I
don't
feel
like
Yes.
that.
I did
I
not
got a
beat it.
9.
13, just barely.
I got an 8.
I got a 15.
All right. Fetch and Reginald. As you're talking and as Sam is realizing, oh, right, you two suddenly hear this horrible buzzing sound. Starts off very light, like something is far away. But then as you start becoming more and more aware of it, you realize this buzzing sound is heavy and it's upon you. You now get at least a +1 bonus to what comes next.
No, thank you.
Well, it's tough. So as the loud buzzing sound fills the air, everyone now hears it like a bandsaw ripping to life. This loud, and the air starts to get heavy. It literally feels like the air is sticky, cloying to your skin, like a summertime in the South, where the air is like a thick, heavy blanket just hanging on your body. The air gets that moist and thick. And you start looking all around the open air aqueduct, and the very air, the very space that you inhabit seem to vibrate and shake, like looking across a lit candle at night or across the scorching hot sidewalk in the desert.
We need to
I'm-
move.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say Bastian's kind of, you know how if you blow a dog whistle and they kind of freak out a little bit. And that's what you see this little Pomeranian man just kind of like scratching at his ears, kind of that what is that?
I would like to try and use survival to plot the best course of action for now. Unless it's just run, then I do that.
Sure. All right. If you want to make a survival check, go right ahead. I'll give you something special with your bonus.
Dirty 20, 17 plus 3.
You start trying to plot a course of action. As you do, looking around, you realize two realities. Number one, the aqueduct is surrounded by hundreds of demon-possessed people and those who lost their souls to the violence of the night in Shelator. They are waiting in the perimeter around you. Any sort of escape by yourself, you'll be immediately slaughtered. Number two, as you're looking around the inside of the aqueduct, you realize the reason why the air is so heavy and moist and why everything seems to be vibrating and the loud buzzing sound is because a swarm of rather unusual insects has descended out of nowhere. And as you notice this, you see that they start to coalesce like a net right at the crank. And the four beings pushing this crank to keep it moving so that you all get to live are now in danger of the swarm.
Bugs, crank, bugs.
Crank, the crank.
What
The
is
bugs beyond us, or the crank. That's what I'm trying to say.
trouble at the crank?
Is this reminiscent, this buzzing noise and everything, reminiscent of the buzzing noise and the shimmering that happened right before a demon came through a giant window and showed its face and spilled imps out of its mouth? I remember looking at the moon. There was specifically a buzzing noise mentioned.
You feel similarities.
Okay.
It definitely feels similar, but the vibe's
Right.
off.
Gross.
Can I roll a recall knowledge occultism actually to try to identify whether these are like demonic bugs or something like that?
You can roll occultism. I will recommend a nature check or a religion check for demon things.
Okay, it's the same number for both these stats.
There we go.
The math is easy at level 0.
That's 18.
18. You remember a book that you saw somewhere in your travels, some book that gave you chills, that made you feel dirty for having it, a book that gave you nightmares when you thought about it. Images, the paintings made from a very heavy, thick ink, and the pictures that just disturbed you. And you recall almost a medical, scientific cross-section of a very specific insect. Mosquitoes, but unlike normal mosquitoes, they had a fluid sac within their own bodies. They had a very, very horrible, smoky gray coloring about them. These bugs, whether you could call them demons or regular insects, have been nicknamed Dekha's fingers. And in lore, they are these little tiny demons that are said to sneak in at night and give terrible poxes when you are sleeping that would kill you by the morning. Or they bite you as you are on your travels, and when you feel tired and weak and die of exhaustion, it's because these bugs just touched you with Dekha's blessing. Her blessing, though, it's a curse of death.
Bastian kind of motions over towards those bugs, goes, "Careful, those are, I believe, Taka's fingers. They'll sap your strength and leave you for dead. Don't let any of them touch you." And he kind of
Great.
pushes up the
I won't like this.
hood of his robes.
I think Reginald, he has unfortunately party attire on at this point. But tries to like button up any of the loose sleeves or anything that he like has around his neck, maybe taking his ascot and like shoving it farther into his shirt as he buttons up his jacket. Nonetheless, we have to help. We have to help these people. If they fall, then we all fall.
Really quick, PJ, is there a fire source anywhere around us, like a torch or something?
Nope, it's a wide open stone structure.
All right. Brother Bastian kind of looks over at Reginald. "You look like a man who knows what he's doing. See if you could find a fire or something. Maybe we could, they're bugs, and maybe you could drive away with that."
I would have had a way to make a fire, but I dropped my pack to make it through all of the possessed outside so they couldn't grab me when we had to run through their horde. I don't have anything on me at the moment. Maybe someone else does. A tinderbox? Find anyone with a pipe.
Could I use survival to try and like? Can I use survival to try and make a fire with what just things we have?
Yes, the DC be a bit higher because you're literally
sense.
using raw components. So make a quick DC check.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Can I make, in case this goes sideways, can I make perception check to figure out if I see anybody like smoking a pipe or anything that may have?
Go right ahead.
That's a 15 plus 3, so an 18.
Okay. You are able to get everything, but you need something to burn. If someone can give you something to burn, that will be a success. But right now, you have everything else.
Would I have a torch or something on me that I was carrying around? I know I had.
You had good stick.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
It's
yeah, but I
very
think
light.
you took your torch and threw it into the incense at the
You're
church,
right. You're right. So it's just the stick.
and then you
So
made it like super
Corin-
cool.
So Corin remembers, oh, we could burn this. Doesn't need it anymore. Oh, it was your brother's. Brother Goods.
Wow.
He would want us to use it, I think.
Do you light it on fire?
I hand it to Fetch.
And this is his habit.
So, as you hand the stick to Fetch, you hear a horrible scream. As you look, one of the people pushing the crank slaps their neck. You see welts and bumps and horrible discoloration just spread across their body like a water through an aqueduct channel. And he drops to the ground, twitching and convulsing and foaming at the mouth. In a few seconds, he dies. The bugs are still hanging over the crank, and people are screaming, "Don't let the crank stop!" You have 2 more minutes until the next person is killed by infection from these bugs.
Yes, light it.
Seeing that,
Use it. Brother Good would have wanted it this way. It can help us.
There's like a moment of hesitation where Fetch is like, I don't know if I can like burn a dead man's habit. That's like fucked up, right? It's a little fucked up. And then
Brother
he sees the
Good
man
would
go
have
down.
wanted
It's
it
like,
that way.
gotta do it.
And you know what? Also, Brother Beskian, he also has a stick, and he has a club as well. So he also kind of, he's gonna light. You know how you light 2 cigarettes with each other, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
If possible.
Yeah, go right ahead. You're running out of time, not me.
Yeah.
And kind of sensing the just dire of the situation, he's just like, and he just runs towards the bugs.
All right. Now, really quickly, I'm going to need you all to give me a choice of these few things. I need either an athletics check, an attack check, like an attack roll, or an acrobatics check, or any other check you can think of to how you are trying to get these bugs away from this area.
Survival.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
I'm used to dealing with bugs. I'm used to having to get them away from my stuff.
I will take that. Give me that. And with the fire, you'll get a +2 to that roll. How about you, Michael? What's your roll?
I got a 16, and I'm going to basically using the attack roll of the stick / club to basically kind of swat at the bugs.
All right. What's number, Makai?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Michael, what's your number? You have 10 seconds.
What do I add?
You gotta tell me. What do you add?
16, 17, 18, 18.
All right, 18. The timer has stopped as you are able to get some of the bugs away. They lessen. However, there's a man down. There's a human being down. Someone exhaustedly runs over, wraps their hands in their clothes, grabs the body, throws them, grabs the crank, starts moving. 2 minutes back on the clock. You now have 2 minutes to get the rest of the bugs out of here, or the next person dies. Everyone else, you're seeing this, clears a bell. What do? You have a limited amount of time.
Second verse, same as the first, just swinging this.
All right.
You've never given me much before, and I don't know who's listening.
Survival check +1.
When I die,
Reginald,
that'd be great.
Corin, find something to burn. Help us.
I think Reginald actually takes his cloak and like coat off of his back and uses an acrobatics check of a 14 to try to get wind moving towards either the flames or anything to pick it up into the bugs. fan the flames.
All right, let me know that number when you have it.
It was a 14.
14. Excellent. What do you got for that survival check, Makai?
That survival. Oh, do I need? Right, yeah. It's still a +5.
+1. Well, plus your normal roll plus a bonus for the fiery stick.
Word.
So what's the bonus on the fiery stick?
For him, it's 1. For you, you're using 2. All right, that's a +1 for you as well. Yes.
Okay.
That's a 19 + 4, so 23.
All right, 23. Michael, what you got for me?
16.
Sam, are you doing anything?
Yes, I am using my societal skills to look for somebody who looks inebriated and then ask them for their booze or demand their booze.
All right, give me a diplomacy check.
Right.
And if you want to use society in place of diplomacy, I think you have an ability that lets you do that.
I would and I will, and that was a natural 20.
Nice.
No, my camera, there it is. With my
You get
eyeball
it.
dice. So that's a 24.
All right. You get the booze. What are you doing with it?
I am like finding some stuff that like cloth. I'm soaking it in the booze and I'm making Molotov cocktails.
All right, roll. I'm putting pause on the clock. Roll for me.
Okay, what's the bonus on this roll?
+2.
Okay, just on the die face, or do I have a skill attached to it?
I will say it's survival check.
Okay, that is 17, 18. That is 19.
19. Okay. With 1 second left on the clock,
Oof.
you all prevent another crank turner from dying as you run to the center and start swinging and lighting things on fire and shooing and flapping your material to get these bugs to spray. A few of them more. There's one last collection of bugs. They are now swarming on these 2 on this other side that are moving. 2 more minutes on the clock. If you cannot save these last 2 people in time, they will die. 2 minutes. What are you doing?
Same thing as last time, and I got an 18.
All right, 18.
I'm going to use. I rolled an 8 for my acrobatics check. It's just trying to get over to one of the guys and actually throw my jacket over him. So maybe preventing some of his skin from being seen by the bugs.
All right. 8. Makai, what was your roll?
Yeah, stand in front of him, waving the stick. Got a 17.
All right. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm rolling to find more booze. That is a 17.
17. Absolutely. Someone gives you some of the private stock, gives you a +2 on the next check. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make more Molotov cocktails. The Molotov, you said that's a plus what?
That will be a +2.
+2. 14.
14. I'm going to need everyone quickly to roll a reflex or a fortitude save.
Ooh.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh,
What'd you get?
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, you're good. What'd you got for me, Makai?
I got a 12.
Okay. What do you got, Sam?
A 13.
Okay. 13.
Well, we're definitely going to find out what the DC was.
All right. So you start moving and scaring away all the bugs. At this point, you've realized you've been in this nest of bugs for a little while. I'm gonna want one more reflex save from all of you as the bugs finally dissipate. The crank turners are safe, but you've been exposed fighting these guys for a while. Let me get that
Just a
last reflex
reflex?
save. Just a reflex save.
13.
Okay.
And we start with a hero point, right?
That is correct. You start every game with
Great.
hero.
Cool.
Okay, I'm
Good to
using
know.
mine because
Woo, yeah, mine's
I rolled
gone.
a natural 1.
Me too.
So I'm using that.
This is just
for-
natural. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe that's just a sign, y'all.
What is this reflex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a 12. I don't know why I'm country now.
Came in with a 14.
14. What you got for me,
It's
Makai?
17.
All right. So the bugs finally leave. You get that kind of breath of relief when the tension finally leaves a room. Michael, you do feel a small bit of a warm swelling sensation. It's on the back of your neck. At some point, one of the bugs was able to get its proboscis, piercing your neck, and pumped its toxin into your blood. You feel okay for now, but you have no idea what's about to come next.
Bastian kind of just look at the others and goes, and it's kind of holding his neck, goes, well, we got rid of them, but I think they left a little gift for me.
Is it a nice gift at least?
I don't
so.
think so.
Anyway, either way, we need to find a way out of here. Whatever that was, there's gonna be more of it. And we had to get as many as we can to safety.
I'm gonna roll to find one more booze stash out of this crowd of people.
Okay. While you're doing that, Michael, you are at enfeebled 1 from that successful bite.
That was a natural one to find booze.
People have been seeing what you've been doing with their booze, and while they see the merit of it, they're a little hesitant to give more fire to the elven noble who's just throwing it all over these bugs.
All right, you'd rather be drunk than be alive. That's fine. Whatever.
Yes. I would like to, if I may, I would like to roll medicine to see if I can do anything or like checking like if it's like this, if it's infected and spreading, or like what's going on with this puncture wound in the back of his neck.
Yeah, give me a medicine check. The DC to beat is 12.
Right. I get a +1. I got 11.
One
Barely.
shy. Unfortunately, as you look at it, it looks like a regular bug bite. You see these all over the place, no big deal. This does mean that the enfeebled 1 status effect is still on Brother Bastion.
I'm so sorry.
Bastion.
Really quick, enfeebled 1. That's
You're going to take a -1 penalty to all strength rolls, checks, attacks, and damage. Basically, anything strength based is now a -1.
Okay. Anyway, never mind this. We got to get as many of these people to safety as possible. There has to be another way out of here. And can I roll a perception check to see if there is any way out of here, or maybe even academia recall knowledge check to actually to kind of see if he knows the blueprint of the aqueduct.
I will say this: you can make a perception check or an academia lore check, and I'll give you whatever works for that. If you want perception, that'll be based on what you can see. Academia lore be what you know.
You know what? I think academia will be better, actually.
Okay.
Just to know the blueprints of this place.
Sure.
Oh, 21.
This is an open air stone structure aqueduct. Besides the bridges that stand above you, funneling the water to this reclamation site, the only place relevant to this location is the well in the center with the helix screw crank that everyone says has to continue to churn. Underneath there, some horrific waste receptacle that runs mostly through the city, but that's also the thing that people have to keep turning to keep alive. So if you want to try and go down there, you get a bad feeling that it may not be your wisest escape.
Bastian kind of looks at the group, goes, this is probably a bad idea, but what I know of this aqueduct, the only way out is through there. And kind of points at the well. But whatever's down there could be worse than what we have here. What do you all think?
I would like to cross-check what he just said with my own knowledge of the city. As a scavenger, I get knowledge of my home city in Surprise. I live here.
Go right ahead.
Dope, dope, dope. It's gonna be a +3. That's how math works. Yeah, that's how math works. All right, it's going to be 17, 30, 20.
For 20. So yeah, you know, just from being a scout and in the city, that the aqueduct is kind of a very simplistic structure. It's at the bottom of a hill at the very back end of the city. The sewers below, or at least the waste below, and all the places, all the aqueduct bridges that run here. This is kind of a collection point. It's here or it's nothing. If you want to break out of here, you can either go down to the wastes where you're probably going to get a horrible infection, or you can try to break through the possessed. If you're lucky, they don't kill you right away because you'll be back in the city streets. If you want more information, please let me know.
No, I mean, yeah, that pretty much spells it out. We got.
I'd like to roll a perception check to figure out if we can get up into the aqueducts.
The massive stone bridges.
Yeah, if there's a
Yeah.
way up there.
Sure.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh,
As you look over the heads of these possessed individuals, you see that these stone aqueducts, while they're about 20, 30 feet above ground, they kind of dip into a ramp, a descending ramp into this location. In order to get onto those massively high aqueducts, which would be a very hard climb because it is stone cylinders and these current rushing, like a current rushing in these bridges, you'd have to break past the possessed and then climb a slick stone surface about 20 to 40 feet straight up.
Well, that's not an option. So,
Yeah.
okay. I don't like the idea of the well, but I'm not entirely sure we have another option.
No, you don't. Unless you want to mount a resistance and put on some more paint and mount a bunch of people to their deaths.
Honestly, if Corin had one more Molotov, I'd take it.
Nobody will give me any more booze.
honestly, I don't think we should stay back up here. We're probably gonna get another attack, and he kind of just looks around. Not too long.
As if summoned by the wisdom of a smart good boy, the air begins to buzz once more. Dekha's fingers not going to the well, but keeping around the perimeter of the inside of the building, starts to attack and feed on the innocent people cowering. You now have the rest of the people to attempt to save.
What
Okay, so we gotta get
exactly?
into
Can
the
you
well.
describe that again? Just so
Sure.
I have a good picture of what is happening.
So in the center is the well right here.
Mhm.
Along the outside of the well, inside of the building, we're on the inside perimeter of the building. So where everyone is huddling in terror and exhaustion. The bugs that were here, you were able to kill and scare away. Those that have survived have come back, and now they're focusing on the outside. Let me phrase this: on the outer rims of the inside, where everyone that's not pulling the crank is resting and recovering. They're exhausted, they're malnourished, they haven't eaten all day, and they do not have the will to fight. Four corners, north, south, east, west, are being flooded. You can kind of almost count, though. They're not as strong as numbers. It's about 25 bugs. So 6 per each corner are now starting to kind of dive bomb and attack these corners where these people are. You have 2 minutes to decide which corner you want to save. Each of you can attempt to save a corner yourself. We have to do it just like you did with the crank turners.
I'm gonna pick the first corner that I was facing when I saw this, which I'm guessing is southwest on a D4. Or sorry, west or corner number 4. Let's go with
Okay.
that.
Cool.
I just run towards it. I start slinging, and I yell, "To the well! Get toward the well! Underneath! Swamp! Hey, it's poison. Be careful. Get to the well. Be careful underneath. It might be poisonous.
All right, give me your check.
Survival
Mm-hmm.
+1.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right, it's going to be a 16.
Great. You kill, well, for people circle if you're watching, you kill all 6 of the bugs in that one area as you swing wildly, madly. Next person up, Ian, pick a corner. Give me a roll. See if you can save them.
As long as a second stick near me, I believe Bestian is holding it, is on fire. Reginald is going to try to light his coat that he had on and throw it at the bugs, trying to get like a blanket net on fire at them. Net. And
For a second there, I
man,
thought you were
that's
going
gonna
to
haunt
throw
me for a while.
Bestian.
Yeah, throw Bestian. I got a 14.
14. You were able to kill 4 out of the 6. The other 2 start to escape with their lives. Next up, Michael,
Well.
make it quick. Time's running out.
Let's see. The south hasn't been taken, right?
I think south to west. You can give me northwest, northeast.
No, north, whatever, north, something, one of the north.
Right.
Bestian, he's going to basically do the same thing, and
10
I got a
seconds.
4.
4. You unfortunately can't kill any of them. They continue to haunt. Sam, what's that roll really fast?
It was a 9, so she was gonna try to convince people to get up and like throw shit at the bugs.
Yeah.
But
To
no
the
one
well.
wants to listen to me.
Unfortunately, oof. Yeah, unfortunately, Michael, your corner loses 18 people as they cough and cry and their skin begins to bubble like bubble wrap and they fall to the ground dead in front of you. Sam, your corner, much the same. Blood seems to press from their open pores like someone pushing on the back end of a sieve, just and their skin goes pale, their eyes roll in their lips as their eyes roll in their skulls, their lips turn purple, and you lose 18 in front of you. The bugs are still there. If you want to work together, your roll will be counting for aid, but you have 2 more minutes to save the other 2 corners of this aqueduct.
Yep, I go to the good boy preacher. Can't remember. I'm bad with names, and I just keep swinging.
Bestian just kind of howls and goes, "This is a losing fight. Everybody to the well. Fly, you fools, fly."
All right, give me a survival check, Makai, and give me a diplomacy check, Brother Good or Brother Bastion.
19.
I got a 15.
Okay. A few people get up and run away. The few that are still alive, and they're very, very weak for the troubles. 5 of the bugs are destroyed. The 1 survivor flies away to keep himself alive. Sam and Ian, you know, have the same corner. What are you going to do? You have a minute left.
I have 2 more bugs to kill. I got a mediocre 10 is the best I could come up with. The chain, there's a silver chain that Reginald has, who's talking about the Manticore story, and he's going to try to hit some of the last 2 bugs with that chain.
All right. Sam, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna say, and now this is why you need to give me your booze. Do you see how dead they look?
Diplomacy check for Sam. Ian, give me an attack roll.
Ooh. That would
6.
be
Sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry. Attack. Are we doing finesse weapons?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, great. Then I got an 11.
All right. And Sam, you said a 6 on diplomacy?
Yep.
Ooh, it's not good. You are able to kill 3 of them, though. As half of the bugs leave, the other half are still there. And with that, I must roll to see how many in that last corner die. So a handful of people are caught in the fleeing. Some in Michael's corner breaks off and starts to kind of intermingle and co-join with your side. Some that Makai was able to save, that Fetch was able to save, also break off. However, the bugs continue on their spree. It takes a lot longer to track down these 3. Now that they're so small and so few, it becomes an hour-long ordeal to find these 3 bugs. trapped in a compressed open air aqueduct filled with hundreds of people. However, every minute that passes, a body drops to the ground, bleeding, bubbling, liquids flying from their orifices, eyes, mouth, lungs. In the 1 hour that it takes you to finally track down and kill the 3 surviving bugs, you finally take a head count. You've lost 80 people in this aqueduct. It is a terrible travesty. As a triage gone wrong, you're just seeing constant dropping and bodies healthy suddenly succumbing to sickness and dying in seconds. But there are still survivors. You still have about 80 survivors. And on top of that, the bugs are gone.
Are we now down the well, or are we still above the well?
No, we're above it still. We
Okay.
just got done with the bugs. Now we got to figure out if getting down there is the best choice with only 80 people. Or do we make a single push out one of the walls that we're surrounded by the possessed with?
Bastion's gonna kind of look outside where outside is, and just goes, "There's gonna be another attack. Just know it. Honestly, I think our best bet right now is down the well."
Michael, give me a perception check.
I got a 12.
Oh, and everyone give me a reflex save really quick.
No, that's fine. It's chill.
Oh, and oh wait.
Before I forget.
Dirty 20.
Good.
Ian,
Oh no.
Yeah.
is it a big red one?
Oh, it's so big and so red. It is. It's right here.
All right.
And it's a 1. Which gives me a
Oh.
total of a 4
Uh-huh.
if I didn't just, fail right outright.
All right. Michael, what was your reflex save?
Oh, I didn't roll that one yet. I got a nat
Michael
20.
What? Nice.
Do I need to add anything?
No, you're fine. Makai, what was your reflex save?
It was a 14. It's
14?
not great, but it's not bad.
Okay. Ian,
Yes.
as Reginald is starting to come back with the group, and as Brother Bastions have his moment looking out, you see on your wrist 2 swollen, kind of pink and very itchy bug bites on your wrist. And they burn. And the more you scratch them, the more they rise off your skin. I'll be right back.
I think while you notice this, Corin was probably just talking at you. Like, I don't know why some people think elves have a superiority complex. Obviously, if these people had listened to me and given me all of their booze, they'd be alive.
Fetch is still holding a body that died in his arms. He's just muttering, I'm sorry. I thought I did it. I'm sorry. I thought I helped you. I feel like I made it worse. I'm sorry.
You're doing fine, Fetch. Not everyone is smart enough to avoid these bugs.
Out of character, as soon as PJ said that, I'm just gonna say, "Get an axe."
Right.
Yep.
Um,
Axe, we already have 2 fires going.
I'm highly considering just trying to throw my hand on one of these torches to figure out if I just burn the hell out of it.
You
It'll be
know what?
good.
It's like,
I was thinking, you know what? When PJ gets back, I'm gonna try to attempt a medicine roll to do that. And if anybody wants to help aid me, that
Oh yeah.
could help.
I'll aid you by lending you my wrist to practice on. Because what's the worst that can happen?
All right, PJ. We discuss. We have a
Mhm.
plan. We have a plan right now. I'm
Okay.
gonna run it past you.
Okay.
Brother Bestian, can I say he notices Reginald kind of scratching at his arm?
We can do that, but first I want that perception check that I asked for earlier. What was that total?
Oh, that was I think that was a 12.
Awesome. So you can do that. However, as Reginald, you're having that moment with your itchiness. Brother Bastion, you look out to the sea of possessed. They've grown in numbers in the past hour that you've been fighting these bugs and losing so many people. And then, like a sea, they part. And as they open their numbers in front of you, you see a large, massive, metallic body stomping towards you. Their feet
Oh no.
just thundering with each step. They get to a point where they stop dead on the perimeter, like every other possessed around the aqueduct. And their face, a steel helmet with one side where the eye would be bored all the way through. And they point again at Sam's character.
Corin goes, "Ah!" and and hides behind Fetch, who is
It's
much.
not going to work.
I know, yeah,
It's very
much
small.
smaller than she is, but she tries anyway. And
Bastian's just gonna kind of look at these creatures and just go, "All right, it's been decided. We're going down the well."
As you do that, first I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Effie Burton, Eric Jackson, everyone for the level 5 hype rate. Thank you so much for the hype train.
Whoa.
level
Thank
5.
you so much,
Woo!
level 5 hype train. I'll try to throw some
What
surprises
have I
like always
missed?
do. I don't know. I've been busy trying to kill you guys. So thank you so much. I'll try to throw a surprise like I always do for level 5 hype train. But as you're considering going into the well, you see the malefactor that you remember from the party grab a possessed by the head, like a hand plucking an apple from the orchard. It picks him up by its head and throws it into the aqueduct. The second his body lands on that stone floor in the aqueduct, his skin begins to bubble and become heavy with mass and scarring and all this unusual form. His eyes start to bulge, become pink. He starts to scream in pain as his demonic fluid starts to flood from all of his pores. And finally, he dies, sizzling smoke coming off his body as the masses on his form pop. And air escapes him like a pimple popped.
Is
You know what?
okay.
That's what
Is
I'm saying.
two things. We may be on hallowed ground of some sort.
Are we perhaps surrounded by holy water? Is it humid? PJ, is it humid?
He
How
did
is
say it was
my-
a summer in the south.
How does my hair look?
Fabulous.
Is it like frizzing up? Is it
It
very
looks-
humid?
It looks wild, like on purpose. Like you just have that kind of awesome, kind of like natural.
Oh,
kinda
Corin goes
like-
with the sloppy bud.
Never sloppy. So there could be a percentage of holy water in the air.
You don't know. You don't know yet. However, the malefactor, you can see his steel metal face churning, watching with keen interest this possessed that almost bursts. And then you see their head duck. Give me a perception check, everyone, really fast.
19.
So you
Natural
hear it.
20.
You hear it.
Nice.
So 21.
I can hear undetected beans in a 60-foot cone and +2 to hear undetected within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17. If something's undetected, I get a 19.
Okay.
I don't have any cool tricks, and I rolled a 12.
All right. You all hear the faintest whisper of a voice coming from inside this helmet as its head kind of bows and it goes. And suddenly, the air to its right shatters like the looking glass breaking as the thin veil of reality rips a hole. And the malefactor reaches into this portal and pulls, kicking and screaming, like some rodent that doesn't want to be out of its cage, rips into this being. A demon, a very lowly, pathetic, cowardly demon. And the demon holding on to the fist, the ironclad, cold fist of Malefactor, holding on, choking and struggling, almost like begs with it. Sam, you speak Abyssal Infernal, correct?
Yep.
You hear the demon just. Please. I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to. I'm weak. This one is weak. And then Malefactor looks at it, and you hear Abyssal as it comes in, and it just says, "You will serve as all others serve their king and queen of hell." And he throws this creature into the aqueduct. The imp hits the ground like someone throwing old, worthless bologna on the hot sidewalk. Just slaps. This worthless meat food just hits the ground as the imp just. Long green tongue comes out of its tiny maw as these wide, milky black eyes look at you, and these little horns, little row of horns, come around its back. Give me a religion check if you wish.
I will do that. And I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Question 1: when the first one exploded, did it look like a violent explosion, or was it just like it just kind of got too big and keeled over?
Imagine its body is bubble wrap wrapped around a balloon that is force fed too much air to the point where the balloon and the bubble wrap pops.
Gotcha. So like air tire popping. Gotcha.
I got a 18.
18
I
religion.
got a 15.
15 religion.
I got a natural one.
I have none of those skills.
Okay. So, Makai and Michael, you're looking at this imp. You see this kind of green frog-like flesh that's just constantly just wicking off oil and mucus and this gross fluids. Makai, you're starting to realize, Fletch is starting to realize that this is not like the other possessed. With the tongues of fire and the constant need for more and to feed Betsa, this is a different creature entirely. It's not the same circle of hell. Michael, Brother Bestian starts to understand now. All starts kind of clicking together. The chanting, the prayer, the demands, and this filthy, foul, pathetic creature. This is a demon of the realm of Dekha. The demon, not devil, the demon queen of disease, rot, decay, in the creeping, crawling crud that kills.
Bestian kind of moves forward and kind of pulls out this holy symbol of Ili and holds it up and goes, "Back, back, demon, back, foul beast of pestilence." And then kind of looks back at the group, goes, "Hurry, I'll try to hold out as much as I can, but get everybody down the well. This is not good."
Give me an intimidation check.
Can I aid
Oh
by
shit! Yeah.
speaking infernal?
Sure, absolutely.
Ooh.
And
Can I
Makai,
also-
what was yes? Yes, of
Um,
course.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep. Fetch is gonna pick himself up off the ground, pick up his torch again, and just start waving it at the thing. Bastion, I don't know anything that's going on right now. You know, they're like the first person who's been nice to me in, well, 17 years. So I'm gonna stick with you. Okay?
Kind of, with his free hand grabs Fetch's shoulder, goes, Boy, you have so much longer to live for. I need you to guide everybody to safety. Now,
What?
Go!
Not much up.
go, run! And Bastion starts chanting the prayers of Ailey in Celestial.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
my god.
So what is the? I need everyone's intimidation roll that is aiding Brother Bastion.
Reginald has something
Intimidation.
very different that he wants to do. If Brother Bestian is no longer holding that torch, he's going to try to run that torch into his bug bites to figure out if he can burn him out.
All right, give me a medicine check with a +2.
And my intimidation to support is a 16, and I think Corin will stand behind Brother Vestian, and infernal she'll say, "You think you fear the malefactor? Do not you see that I am a steward of this city? The demon queen herself made a deal with my people. And if you do not want me to wield the spear of celestial might," I like point down at Brother Bastian, "against you personally, I suggest you fall back." And then she's going to look angry and then also leave. Wherever everyone
and
else is going.
Fetch is just gonna. Well, she said, with another 16.
All right, Michael, that gives you a +2. What's your total intimidation check?
I got a 22.
Ooh. Pause really quick. Ian, what's that medicine check with that torch? against the-
19 total.
You feel an intense burning, but as that does, it almost kind of crushes and scars over the bug bites. You lose your enfeeble 2 and the
Ooh.
incessant. I'm sorry, enfeeble 1. No, enfeeble 2 because you got a crit fail, and the incessant need to keep scratching it. You lose enfeeble 2. That being said, you all do this amazing job of putting the fear of humans, mortals, elves, and the gods into this tiny, inconsequential spit of demon acknowledgement. The imp looks at you like a lost toddler in a grocery store. Sadness overwhelming it. It turns around, its large feet slapping the stone pavement like a duck's foot, where it just slap, 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 and it walks away. The malefactor looks down to it and makes a fist slowly, knuckles quivering with the rage that slowly closes a fist. Sable flame rises and pops out like a firecracker. And in Infernal, you hear him say, "You know what she will do if you don't die now." The imp kind of
No.
turns to look at you all. Its eyes go from that milky black to these blazing red. And in Infernal, you hear it say, "If you kill me, I'll only come back. But if they kill me, I'll be dead forever. So to that I say, make my night." And the imp rushes with hands outstretched, jaws dripping a green ichor. Everyone make an initiative roll with a +4, as your
Ooh.
fear and might has made an imp of the 9 hells. Question: it's very placement amongst mortals.
PJ, I was
Mhm.
wondering, instead of the regular perception for initiative, can I roll my religion as initiative, because I want Brother Bastian to be saying using up one of the Eileen's prayers.
Sure, I'll do that, but you cannot attack.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
And I roll with survival by jamming my torch. That's what it's called. By jamming my torch into this thing's mouth. Because the best way to stop something from biting down on you is to lock them jaws out.
All right. That will be considered attack action as part of your turn. If you want to make an initiative check, like you want to make a survival, I will let you. it's really hard for me to get. I'm gonna say to give me a perception check for the initiative to be safe.
Wait,
Uh,
so is the demon rushing us or rushing the malefactor?
Rushing you all. My apologies. Rushing you all.
Sam's like, I see the issue. I don't know why we were trying to save that guy.
I mean,
That definitely would have
Make
made the
it
story
go.
different for me, right?
So, Sam, what is that initiative? Actually, everyone else, if you have your initiative, let me know.
16.
All right.
21.
Nice.
I like that
Okay.
Corin just looks aloof. Oh, do we have to 16? Gaga! Just
19.
19. I'm for Makai. All right.
I got a 9.
9 for Ian. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we have the initiative, and we'll come right back in 5 minutes to have this fight against the imp. When we return in a 5-minute time span, we'll see if these 4 level 0 everyday schmoes can kill a level 1 imp of the 9 hells. Hard to say. Hard to say. We'll come back in 5 minutes. We'll come back at 9:31 p.m. We'll get things starting from there. Thank you so much. We'll see you then. Hey everyone, thank you so much for that quick 5-minute break. We are coming back, and that being said, we're going to be starting off with combat as 4 level 0s face a level 1 imp of the 9 hells. Joe, could you please play Into the Storm as we start this combat off?
I'm
Once we hear
afraid
the
to get wet.
music. What's that?
I'm afraid to get wet. No, thank you.
Sorry,
I'm-
it's raining down. The pain is raining
I'm
down.
just really happy the music isn't called Pathetic Fight.
Well, I think there was something that was like "Forget Your Training," which is usually
Yeah,
our
there it
equivalent
is.
for fight
Yeah.
music.
4 level 0s versus 1 level 1 imp.
And once the music starts, we will continue with the initiative for combats. Waiting for the song really fast. While that's happening,
I always love, must make commentary on whenever PJ says, Joe, will you play ... Like, it always has a feeling of suspense for me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know,
yeah, it
like,
does,
shit's
right?
about to go down.
Oh, no, I'm with you there. Joe, just an instant thought. That now phone alarms. Great. I'm really excited about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, a year ago, I made it so all of you are terrified of the name Daltonshire. I want you to leave now with the fear of the word Enchilator and my own alarm. My
Yeah. You're there.
You should name your
Thank
phone
you.
that.
Good.
Your phone should be named Enchilator.
Enchilator, I think I'll do that. And then I think next year, because like just look behind the veil while waiting for the music to start. Unless it's starting and I don't hear it. I was going to have everyone here be a Blue Rock orc invading a pirate city that is owned and operated by the Eldritch Gods of
Oh my God.
Daltonshire. Maybe
Next
that'll be
time.
next year.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right. Now, as I'm hearing the music play, we're going to start off with Michael. Michael, remember, you can only keep praying to Islay. So, you can make a full 3-action round to give me a religion check or a performance check to buff the party, or an intimidation check to debuff the imp.
Let's go with intimidation. All right. All right, I got a 17. So, brother Bestian is gonna put his hand, kind of claps his hands together, and goes, "Oh dear," and this is all in Celestial. Dear blessed Eileen, I stand before you and ask you to fill me with your strength, to dispel pride and rise with humility, to quell the anger of others and rest in self-control, to shun greed and rest in giving, to turn from power and embrace your service. And pretty much continues on, just basically going through kind of like a prayer mantra type of thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
So,
when Rufa bites it, you got to play a cleric. You've got it down.
Yeah.
absolutely. So, that being said, as you do this, hearing you pray, as far as the imp can tell, in the ambient background of its own personal battle, its own personal war, like fighting three giants, and hearing these speakers just declare its own demise and the power of a family and community, it starts to kind of shudder. It becomes frightened one, giving -1 penalty to specific abilities, checks, etc. You have succeeded in demoralizing the imp. That being said, it is the imp's turn. Unless Makai, what is your dexterity modifier?
0.
Yeah. The imp is gonna go. Not liking the task it is forced to do, to die being a better choice than to run away. It runs up to Makai's character. Does a 10 hit your AC?
Does my AC change because I'm small?
No, it should be 10 plus dex mod in any armor you're wearing.
Then yes, it does.
Okay. As it comes rushing up to you, it takes these long, jagged, gnarled fingers and scratches them across your body. You take 3 damage, and I need a Fortitude save. The DC to beat is low. The DC is 10, but beat a Fortitude 10.
It's not that low when you roll with a +0, PJ.
It's a +1. It's a +1.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you. Thank
Not
you.
for me.
Yeah.
It's a 50% chance of
13,
success.
good.
There you go.
Oh,
You're good.
hey.
Good. All right. So, scratching you, you take that, I think it's a 3 damage to your total, and you can feel your skin bubble and burn, the caustic feeling of this venom kind of protruding from its claws like ink from an inkwell pen. But it doesn't get to write your death notes today. With the last action, it's going to try and turn and attack Sam. Does a 12 hit your AC?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. You also take 3 damage, and I'm going to need a Fortitude save from you.
Yikes, this could be it for me, y'all.
No, Corin. Please don't.
Oh, stop.
Oh, wow.
That's a 12. I already
12.
forgot what. There's where-
All right. You succeed in saving. As the wound damages you, but again, that bubbling caustic venom doesn't seep its way into your body just yet. The imp is done. Makai, your turn.
Fetch is gonna clutch the fresh wound on his chest. Bastion. What was your god's name again?
Brother Bastian. Bastian.
The god.
Oh, Eileen.
Eileen. Miss Eileen or Mr. Eileen, I don't know who should go by. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this. And I raise the torch above my head. But that lady was real nice to me. So watch over her and watch over these people. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but here we go. I'm just gonna swing.
All right. And you're swinging with the torch that's on fire, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Roll the hit. Do I get a +1 from the torch?
To hit?
Yes.
No.
Damn. It's just plus my strength mod?
Mhm.
That's a -1. And I got a 14. So that's a 13.
13. A 13 will miss. You still have 2 actions left, to my knowledge, as you swung on it once. But if you keep swinging, you will get further penalties.
Oh yeah, no. I'm mostly swinging at it to like draw its attention back towards me.
Okay. If you want to get its attention, give me your choice: intimidation, diplomacy, or performance check.
What are my options again? One more time.
Intimidation, diplomacy, or performance.
Let's go with performance.
All right. Give me a quick roll.
16.
Okay. You swing at it with this torch. As you do, you see it like dodges out of the way and comes back. You start kind of taunting it. It now has all of its focus on you. Hands kind of resting T-Rex style. It kind of sways back and forth, kind of reading your angles and your movements. You have one
Hey.
more action.
Hey, ugly. Catch me if you can. And I take off running.
Okay. So you move your full 20, I believe, 20 feet?
25.
25, thank you for the correction. You move 25 feet, and you can see this creature's about to break into a full sprint to chase after you. Not his turn just yet, but it's definitely trying to kill you now. Next up, Sam. What do you do?
I'm going to try to take advantage of that creature being distracted. If I could finagle some kind of bonus from that and chop it up with my knife.
All right, roll to hit.
Right. Sam was smart enough to pick up weapons last game.
Yes, she has a butcher's knife and a lead pipe.
Yeah. She's honestly a badass now compared to the rest of us.
Hey.
It on
Brother
fire from highly
Beskian has
cool on.
Brother Good and Eiley on his side.
It's
Right.
true.
But both of their sticks are on fire.
Yeah.
That's a 16 on the die face. I don't know if there's any bonuses to that to hit.
Right, so a 16 on the die face alone will hit. I want you to roll damage. It would be 1d6 plus strength modifier for the butcher's knife.
Well, no strength modifier, so let's see how we do. That's 2. My eyeball dice. Just want to show off. So 2 points.
As you take your butcher's knife, you get a nice clean slice across the back of the imp. But you look back as you realize the blade just hit and did nothing against the skin of the imp. With 2 actions left, you can try to make an attack with penalties, you can make a check, or you can move.
Gonna make an attack with penalties. I'm gonna use the lead pipe to try to knock him silly.
Okay, -5 to hit.
That's not gonna work. Probably that's a 6.
6 will miss. The lead pipe whiffs over its head. The imp, not even feeling the butcher's knife, does not pay attention to the lead pipe.
Okay, for the last action, I'm going to look at Reginald and say, "We're working together, right?" And I'm gonna throw him the lead pipe so he has a weapon.
I will give you a free action to catch that lead pipe, Reginald. Can you give me an acrobatics check?
Growth.
I will try.
Otherwise,
It's that
she's
cool
got to roll
moment where
a hit
everything slows down.
die. Mhm.
I take 1 hit point. I have a lead poisoning.
So really like that growth.
Ooh. I have a 10.
Fair enough. So, Sam, you throw the lead pipe. Reginald sees it in midair, and his reactions catch it. You now have a lead pipe.
It's
Don't say I
baby
never
time.
did anything for you.
With that, I believe it's Reginald's turn.
It is indeed.
There's a smile back at Corin as she says that, and Reginald puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out the indiscriminate holy symbol he claimed earlier at the party and pitches it directly at the imp in front of him. Just to try to fake him out with this holy symbol he's now throwing at this thing's being.
Give me a deception check.
Ooh. Would I also be able to make a performance check?
Yes,
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I will allow that.
Okay, I didn't need it. That is a 19 on the die face. 21, 22, 23 for
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, that is successful. As you throw the symbol, the imp is running away. The imp sees this thing trail behind it, and you see him recoil in terror. And he's looking at the symbol like someone threw a knife into the room and no one wants to get cut by it. He's just like,
Reginald is going to run up and try to hit this thing in maybe a knee or ankle or something so it can't run after Fetch with this lead pipe.
hold a hit.
That's a 4.
I'm gonna die.
Just love this like drastic thing. He looks at it and go whiff, and he doesn't even notice. Just,
All
The
right.
lead
that guy's
pipe
methods are
rings out
interesting.
as it strikes the stone ground next to the imp. With a movement and a strike and a distraction, that is all 3 actions, and the imp is still at full HP and unaccosted. Top of the next round, Michael. All you can do is keep either buffing or debuffing. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's still that. It still can't. I can't move or attack any at all. Still.
I'm gonna give you at least a total of 3 rounds of this as you're using your religion check for initiative as you are praying for
All right.
fighting.
Well, I had originally I had a plan, but I guess I'm gonna go to sort of my backup now.
Mhm.
This time I'm going to try to buffer my party.
Okay. Give me whatever check you wish to do that with. Diplomacy, performance, your choice.
Would religion work?
Absolutely.
Okay. I got a 18 on that actually. Um, you see, Brother Bastian, his hands are still clasped in prayer, and kind of this time he says in common so everybody can understand. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for Ali is with you. I shall strengthen you, and yes, I shall help you. Yes, I will uphold you with the right hand of good righteousness.
As the spirit. Oh, what's the roll, by the way? I want to make sure I got that. I don't want to jump
I
the gun
got
on that.
18.
18, of course. As a spirit of family, spirit of community, the spirit of togetherness is summoned in this room. You all feel a sense of unity, a sense of teamwork starts to wash over you. You all get +2 to hit, and the imp counts as flat-footed to any of you. That being
we
said,
stand a chance.
that being said, it's the imp's turn and it's trying to kill Fletch. It is going to continue to run after Fletch. Fletch, what's your AC?
You already know it's 10, my guy.
See, the reason I asked is because there's a 10 up, 10 down rule, and he's rolled a 21, which means this is now a dirty crit.
No.
All right, so I'm thinking next round I'm going dwarf. Really feeling the short races. I don't know. It's fun.
Is Corin related to me in any way?
No, no way. No possible way. It is impossible.
Hey, you don't have large genealogy.
So, Makai, you take 5 damage as this creature begins to leap at you, and just this giant claw strike rakes across your torso.
-2.
And you are dropped. You're at dying 1. I'm also need a fortitude save from you really quickly.
Oh, hey. Dirty crit.
You're fine.
You're fine, but dead.
As it drops you, as it moves and attacks you to drop you, it then slowly turns, the blood from your stomach dripping off its fingers, kind of licks it, looking at Sam and at Ian and at Michael's constant praying. And then it looks back at Ian. And I need everyone besides Makai to give me a fortitude save. DC 12. As suddenly it kind of shudders and shimmies, and this horrible green smoke starts to move out of its body.
Michael, I'm praying to Ile right now. Who was it? Ile? What?
Eileen.
Great,
yeah,
cool.
Ile.
Yeah, them. Got it.
Ian, I saw a sad face. What is that? What is that fortitude save?
Another 4.
Not good. Not good at all. Michael, what was your fortitude save?
A 12?
Okay. Sam, what's your fortitude save?
17.
Okay. So the DC to beat
18.
was 18. Okay.
Forgot to add a plus.
The DC to beat was 12. Michael and
3?
Sam, you're fine.
And also, just for posterity, it was actually a 16 because I forgot my bonus was -1. But
Yeah, I was
We
also
still
gonna
good.
say. I was also gonna say, Ian, did you forget that +2? Then I realized, wait, 4 + 2 doesn't help either.
Yeah, I got
Aw.
a 6.
Yeah.
Hate it.
This horrible green mist starts to fall upon everyone. Ian, you are enfeebled and doomed 1.
Doom.
Excuse me.
Doomed.
Let me
are
just go
doomed.
Google that one. That's
What?
a new one.
So
I
enfeebled
am doomed.
Enfeebled 1 means, of course, you take a -1 to hit and for damage and every strength-based check. Doomed 1 means that every time you are dropped, or at least the first time you're dropped, in the least, your dying count goes up by 1 more than it normally would. You are closer to death's door.
That is horrible.
And there's another added bonus that I just noted. You don't need to worry about. But that's the end of the imp's turn.
That being hated us. You could have just said that.
No, I love you. That's why I do this. Makai, I need you to make me a recovery check. Just take a D20.
alright.
Make sure that D20 hits above above
1.
11.
Damn.
No ads or anything.
Nope, just a flat D20 roll. I need 11 up.
17.
Ah, nice.
There we go.
As the demon guts you like a fish and turns and spews this mist of tomb and death upon the aqueduct, you hear this voice of every single gnome that you've never met in your life that loves you more than you can possibly imagine. A father, a mother, a sister, a brother, a sibling, a parent, a cousin. And in that family, in that community, in that bond that unites us all, you're back from death. You're stabilized at 0, but you're no longer dying.
Something. I'll take it.
Yeah. So on your next turn, you'll still be zeroed out, but if someone can make a medicine check, you can get back in the fight. That being said, next up is Sam.
Huh. Alrighty. There's a lot of chaos going on. I see Reginald attempt to attack this imp and whiff, and I'm just well, I tried. And she's going to take out the axe and make an attack on the imp.
All right, roll to hit the imp with the butcher's blade.
Don't forget, +2.
Okay. It's a 13.
A 13 just hits. Roll damage.
Yes. 5.
5.
Oh ho ho.
You strike at it so hard that not only do you slice like ham through a deli slicer a chunk of its flank, but you can feel the shattering of bone as you clip its right knee, as that butcher knife makes a clean 12 to 6 slice through the imp's body.
A lot of sandwich analogies tonight. I like it.
Well, hey, food is a visceral thing.
Split like a hoagie.
I'm going to make you into an Italian chef.
Their guts drip like a nice prosciutto.
This blade,
That sounds
this
good.
blade is like the cheddar I like. Sure.
A little bit of mozzarella.
Ian, you get a hero point for that awful pun. I love
You're
it.
welcome.
All right.
I'm gonna need it because I'm dying.
Sam, you have 2 actions left. What are you going to do?
How does that imp look? Like, is he great or like, is he suffering?
The fact that you've cut off a chunk of his leg and into his
Oh.
hip, you can tell he's about to die.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it. I'm going to try again to slice the other leg. I want, double meat when you go to Subway.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's what was the bonus?
The bonus was 2. He's flat-footed, but it's at a -5.
Oh, okay, hold on.
You get a cumulative +3.
Thank you for the math. Yes. Really?
Well, if it's your
Plus
okay,
2
sorry.
minus 5.
Hold on. It depends on what your bonuses are.
My bonus is just 2, right? Because there's no weapons.
Yes.
No, it's a
Yeah.
hit bonus. So 17.
That hits. You might be able to put this away. Roll damage on that strike.
She's chopping away and she's like,
Damn.
disgusting little imp! You beast! You pest! And that's a 4.
You take your blade in hand and you attempt to strike at the beast. Sam, tell me the tale of how you kill an imp as a level 0 human. Well, elf.
So I have my knife out, and I have the righteous fury of that can only come from somebody who thinks they're absolutely right all of the time. And she's yelling as she's just like hacking and hacking and hacking, like one might hack into a spiral cut ham when they don't understand that the spirals are there already for you to, take, but you don't really get it, so you're just like, anyway, hacking and hacking and hacking. She's yelling things like, I don't know why no one here will listen to me. Not these people who die like flies, not you. And this part's an infernal. Not you, you disgusting scum of the whatever layer of hell you're from. It wasn't even worth it what my people did all those years ago. It's just, and she just is like, he's already dead, and she's just still yelling. She's like, when will I get the respect I deserve? She's like, oh, he's dead. Good. Oh, he's dead. That's not good. And she points to Fetch.
Can I just really quickly say that the show should be called now Edge of Cold Cuts.
Boo.
Nice.
Boo.
Beforehand. I had a little snack time all together going.
So you see Sam's character just with fury and rage hacking into this imp until she just turns it into a green goopy paste that stains the stone floor of this aqueduct. The imp is dead. He had 2 HP. When you hit him for 4 damage. He has a physical resist of 2 damage. You put him to 0 and he died. You killed him. And it's a good thing too, because having Doom 1 and getting dropped is a terrible thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's absolutely bad.
You wouldn't get that from like the fact that it's called Doom.
Right. Yeah. Doesn't really paint the picture. Yes.
Now that combat's done, could Brother Bestian rush over to Fletch to administer some medical aid?
Yep. Go right ahead and make a medicine check. The DC for you to beat will be 15.
I got a. Does my bonuses from my prayer earlier carry over to this, or no?
And he continued the
Heads,
prayer.
yes.
He already has 2.
Woo.
Tails, no.
Yes, I love whenever you get to use that. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you again to Waffles Maple Syrup. If you haven't had a chance yet, commission them. They made those dice. They're gorgeous. No.
Alas.
Well, luckily, with my +1 to wisdom modifier, that was a 16.
I live.
So I was gonna say Bestian kind of ripping parts of his clerical robes into bandages and kind of just bandaging up. Damn it, kid! Don't you die on me now! We got to get out of here. And it's kind of essentially, let's just say it's a Pomeranian meets House MD.
Wow. I love you too.
I
Like,
love it, dude. This is the
Go on,
greatest
kid.
game ever.
So you are healed 8 HP as the wounds are wrapped and they're treated. So you go from 0 straight to 8, and you're good to go. Combat is over as the imp is destroyed. But now, sadly, that Fletch is alive with 8 HP. Ian is doomed, and everyone is still standing. I need you all to make one more reflex save.
oof.
Okay, but so doomed. It took how many HP for me? It was 4.
Oh no, Doomed doesn't take any HP away from you. That's deranged.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Doom just means that when you are put into dying, you're put at one more
Ah.
dying to the level.
Okay,
of doom.
great. So it's just it did some damage to me, but it didn't take me like to 0 and then put me into 2 negatives or something. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I literally thought Reginald was on the ground the entire time. It's like, uh-oh.
No, drained at level 0 is diabolical. Also doesn't work because drained 1 on 0 is still 0. So don't worry
Speaking
about
of
it.
ones.
Oh no.
No.
I still
Oh,
wait. I
no.
still have I still have a hero point.
You
I
haven't
can
used it
spend my
yet.
hero point. I'm
You
using my
need to
hero
roll
point.
that for me
Yoink!
right
So
now.
this is the last moment.
You can't
Do
take
it.
away my Pomeranian dad. I just got you.
Oh, oh, Pomeranian dad.
I like that Michael is set out to make characters that make a strong initial impact and then inevitably die at the end of each episode.
You know how I roll really good when I'm Rufa?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Is there another nat 1?
I can't
That's
see
another
it.
nat 1.
Oh. Okay.
My
Okay.
dad was
I
nice
need
to-
everyone else's reflex save, please.
Oh man.
Mine was a 16.
Okay.
I got a
16.
19.
A 19. Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay. All right.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Gotta do what you gotta do. That's the name of the game.
Hey, sometimes
So-
pain must fall.
That's, says a person willing to push civilians into the hands of a demon. You just got to do what you got to do.
So, as you kill the demon and you're wrapping the wounds on Fletch, and Fletch is coming back from almost the brink of death because of the power of family and community and togetherness. You're all there, hunched together, the 4 of you. Under the stars, the cycloptic moon eye, the whole city burning on fire in this aqueduct that spews the smell of death, and over 100 possessed that scream for your skin, and everything about this world that makes no damn sense. It's you 4 versus all of it. You see the malefactor gripping their cold iron fist, that black sable flame just growing, and then with a wave of their hand, this bruised purple fire ripples through space, and time just travels and washes over the entire aqueduct. Everyone is able to get up and run away as this purple flame just covers from left to right, except for Brother Bastion. You take 13 negative damage, and you are dropped as this energy wipes over you and kills you.
Can I have a final word?
As the energy washes over you, Brother Bastion, what is your last words?
You see Brother Bastion just kind of as if reaching out to the group and then kind of grasping on nothing and just goes, "Run! Run, you fools, and live!"
As you command them to live, this purple fire washes over you, and you look to see as this black Pomeranian with a white eye patch looking at you, the fur from their body drips off them like feathers from an old bird. You see their bones start to protrude from their flesh as the flesh is pulled tight with age. You see the one good eye turn to white and vanish in their skull. As their skull protrudes from their flesh, their head rolls back and they drop to bone and ash. Another brother of the good dogs dies so that you can live another hour. Upon this time, you hear a brutal, blood-curdling scream, not just the loss of another good boy in this bad, dark world, but all of the people turning the crank have been washed in the fire as well. All 4 turners are dead, and as the malefactor slowly turns and leaves, being lost in the army of the possessed, the crank has stopped turning, and fear is now upon you. You have 2 minutes to figure out how to move this crank. If you don't, everyone will die. As this horrible smell starts to loom into the aqueduct, the fetid meat, the rotten eggs, the bog swamp water, the sulfur, the death starts to waft and plume once again out of the well. 2 minutes, minute 45. What are you going to do?
Reginald runs up to one of the handles and starts to push.
All right. Pushing. What are you going to do?
Help him. You find people. Help us, please.
Yes, I will absolutely do that. And she will use her society to get people to help because there's not enough of us.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go help Reginald start cranking.
All right. Give me a diplomacy check or society check as a diplomacy check.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Michael, you now exist as one of the random people here helping to push this crank. Sam, you're also joining the crank?
Yes.
Good. Minute left on the clock. Done. 4 of you are now on the crank. Welcome to where it gets worse. I want you to join me
I'm
in
already
playing
doomed.
again.
He likes that.
I'm already doomed.
Join me in playing a simple game
Oh no.
Oh,
of dread.
PJ
I
McGuff.
stopped
PJ
there because we're not there.
McGuff.
Exactly.
Are you about to play
You.
a game of online Jenga with me?
Yes. Yes.
Next
If I
time I
can make
see
sure
you, I'm
this doesn't
slapping
fall
you.
apart.
Next time I
Slap
see
me
you, it's
right
on
in the
site.
face, you dirty, dirty girl. Hold on a second. This is gonna be a
It's
minute.
on site.
Well, while we wait for this delightful game to be played, let's have Corin's intermission. Well, she reminisces of a better time when she was just eating fine cheeses at a party before it turned awful. Back in the day when people would listen to her ideas. And there was no destruction.
I was actually wondering if I have my next character already queued up, and I think this would be a very, very good moment to actually
Sure.
take on this role.
Give me the name of the dog, and we will get right to it.
Can I reveal?
Hey, the 4th
I
person
want to reveal it in game.
that joined us.
All right, go ahead, Michael. Reveal it in
Can
the
I
game.
just say, you see another little shoonie kind of run up and puts their little paws on the crank. This one is a white Pomeranian with a black eye patch.
Oh no!
All right.
And goes, "Come on, everybody, let's do it!" And this has a definite
Oh.
tint to their voice.
what to their voice?
A feminine kind of.
That doesn't work either. Right?
Okay.
No, but you did lift a Jenga tower that high onto a
Yeah.
box
There we
without it
go.
falling.
This low angle is actually very foreboding. So well
Yeah.
done.
We'll take it.
All right, now. Here's how this is gonna work. I will be throwing obstacles at you. You have to tell me which one of these bricks to pull when your turn comes up. You have to succeed in 5 subsequently harder pulls, and more obstacles will come up as I declare them. So,
This is not going to end well.
Joe, if you could, please play the sound of something horrible.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's
Or why don't you not, Joe?
fine.
Joe, don't listen to them. They're liars. They're deceivers.
Let's take a vote.
Yeah, there's more of us.
Majority.
There are a
Let's just roll. Let's roll
Nope,
with majority.
GM overrules. So, here's how it's gonna work.
Hey Joe, remember that Chinese place we went to?
Yes,
I
GM,
could take
green,
you there again.
Makai.
Now,
Right.
here's what's gonna work. When this falls apart, and I say when, your character will drop exhausted out of the pushing. If you recall at the beginning of this episode, I said 4 people have to push this, and a minimum of 2 are allowed to continue pushing this. You are the last 4 standing. If they are not dead, they are riddled with disease, or they are exhausted. You are the last 4 to keep this entire place safe. If only one person, the exact moment only one person is left pushing the crank, there will be no saving you.
This is bad.
So, you see your tower. You must tell me when I ask which one to pull. You don't know if it's loose or stiff. You must judge based on my fingers, and I will pull for you. That being said,
So you're paying for my therapy, right?
I'm usually pretty confident in
and we're
Jenga, but then I
kind?
realized
No,
that
that's fine.
Yeah.
then I realized I'm dealing with.
Same.
I've never played Jenga with PJ. I have no idea how good or bad he is at this game.
and I have pretty sensitive fingers. Now, you start to move. Don't go there. It's Halloween.
What?
It's not. Don't shut up. I saw the looks in your faces. Anyway, serious. It's Halloween. So, you start moving the crank. You realize you're the last 4 people alive. As you start moving, you hear the grinding, you hear the roar, the rumbling, the starting to bubble out of the well. Then you hear this horrible sound. As moving out of the well, coming out of it like water, this wave after wave being vomited up from the well. Rats. Waves upon wave of rats start to come out of the well and cover you, drown you, suffocate you. Now, here's how this is going to work. The rats are biting you, clawing you, crawling all over you as your bodies are pushing against this heavy crank. You have 2 choices. 1, you can swat at them and add 1 more brick that you have to pull for a success. Or you can accept they're biting you, take 1 damage, and only pull 1 brick. So your options are as such. Pull 2, fail, and lose. Or pull 1 and potentially die. That being said, we're going to start with the new good boy, Michael. Which one of these bricks are you going to want to pull?
First of all, that's good girl.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Good girl. It's a
Yeah.
good girl.
All right. We can't pick the very top one, huh?
Oh, right. So, which one from here down do you want?
Could we get the, which is your left? Your left. Which is your left?
Left.
That's your left. Okay, then
Right.
you're right. Your right third down. That's pointing towards me, pointing towards the camera.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
right.
And you're
One
fine.
more. One more. Let's
Are
go
you
with,
accepting? Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go with one more.
Mhm.
Could we go with 6 down, middle?
6. 6 here. Metal here.
Yeah. Oh,
DJ.
Oh. Oh.
You know the best part about this? I don't have to clean it up.
No, I gotta do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
I guess
gonna
it's
suck.
true.
I
Yeah.
think. Oh yeah, that's a fall.
yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you, Michael.
No,
In the
no.
interest of
Good.
time, I'm going to say that your character is exhausted. Yep. So, on your second pull, the rats feed on you like a buffet. And as you try to overcome them, you succumb to them. Your good girl is washed in a wave of rat bites and disease. She falls to the ground. She's still alive, but she is definitely weakened and she is out of the running.
No.
3 are left. Remember,
It's too
if there's
soon.
the last person standing, that's all it takes to fail. Next up, Ian. Reginald, are you going to take the 1 damage or are you going to take 2 pulls?
No, I'm definitely gonna take the 1 damage.
All right.
I'm gonna go 4 from the bottom and a center.
I wish we could feel it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a stiff one, but it's moving.
DJ.
That shush you.
Halloween. Serious.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh no.
No.
If you want me to keep pushing this, I can. It's moving a little bit.
We need a little bit of haptic feedback.
All right. I'll tell you right now, it's a little tight.
It's okay. Okay.
DJ.
I don't know if I have. Do I have the chance to now just take the bites from the rats and not pick that one, or or do we just continue on with nothing happening to me
2
at all, and
points.
I'm okay?
I'll tell you what. Take 2 points of damage. I won't pull. How's that sound?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take 2 off the top.
Okay.
I'm down to 6 HP.
Makai,
Hey, what's up?
what's up? You can pull 2, or you can take 1 damage and pull 1.
We're gonna start with a 1.
Okay, so you're taking 1 damage. All right.
All right. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with so the break in the structure where you pulled the first piece. All right, so gonna go 4 below that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is this correct?
1 more down.
Right here. Okay. Which one do you want?
Center.
Center. Okay. Am I still at the right position?
Yes.
Okay, center it is. It's tight, but it's moving. Do you want me to keep pushing?
How does it feel from the other side?
Same. Tight, but it's moving. Do you want me to keep pushing?
No. Is it too late to change? Do I have to take 2 damage if I change now, or?
If you don't want to pull 1, you will take a 2nd damage.
Try it. Oh, this is stressful. We don't have the resources. Give it a little push. Give it a little push.
All right. Is this the right one again?
Yes. Believe so.
You succeed. Sam, you're up next.
I hate this game.
You can take 1 damage and pull 1, take no damage and pull 2, or take 2 damage and pull 0.
I'm gonna start by pulling 1.
All right, which one?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop! Okay, middle. Point to it first so I know you're accurate.
Sure. Do you mean this one right here?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Okay. It's very light and breezy. You want me to keep pushing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
See what happens when people just listen to me.
Of course. Now, Michael, I realize the rules have changed since the first round, so I will say that your doggy girl is back up. But you will now be at 2 pulls necessary, which means you can do 2 pulls for 1 damage. Hold on. 2 pulls for 1 damage. No. 2 pulls, no damage. There it is. 2 pulls, no damage. 1 pull for 1 damage. No pulls for 2 damage. I think that's the same. Still, let's go with that for now.
So 1 pull would take. I would take 1 damage, right?
That's correct.
All right, let's go with that. And you'll let me know whether it's tight or not.
Yep.
All right. Let's go with top, 3rd down.
Here?
Yeah. No, wait. Up 1.
Here?
Yeah. Your right outer
1, 2, or 3?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is it?
Ooh, no.
Tight. Tight.
It's tight.
All
Everything's
right,
with
all right,
it.
all right. Can we try the opposite one? Outer
Here?
of the same roll. Of the same roll.
Same row. Wait, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2. Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Here? Okay.
Yeah. How does it feel? Same? No. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go 8th down.
Here?
2 more.
Here.
Yeah, and the one closest to the webcam.
Okay, I'm looking right at it. You ready?
All right. How's it feel though?
Oof.
No.
It's
Okay.
tight.
Let's go down. Down. Right there.
Okay.
Can I have the one closest to your pointing hand?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. Oh. No, wait. I think I can see one that we could do.
Okay.
Oh,
All the way from the bottom.
yeah.
All the way from the bottom. Corner up. That one. That one is kind of poking out just a little bit.
This one right here?
No. That down one. That one. I think that's good.
Seems to be moving. Does get a little tight in the middle. Do you want me to keep pushing?
Ah.
How tight, PJ? How
Yeah.
tight?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Also, stop it.
This is unfortunate every which way. Oh. All right, let's go with up. Yeah, right, wait, down. Is that one that's pointing towards the camera or on towards the side?
Ooh, sorry about that. So these
Brad
3
Sofa.
are all facing forward. You have left, right, and center. Which one do you want?
Let's go with left. No, yeah.
It's a little tight, but it's moving. You want me to keep pushing?
You know what? Let's go with that.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, you did it.
Oh,
take 1 damage, but you pulled 1 brick and you are safe. Now, that's the top of the second round. You need 5 of these to be successful. Now, as you are pushing and struggling, and your dog friend drops, and the spirit of community brings her back up, and she grabs onto that and doesn't stop pushing, you all hear a familiar voice. Well, familiar to one elf at least. You know, you don't have to do this. Listen, I've made a deal. A delightful, dramatic, why is it delightful? Oh, the alliteration is so hard. I have made a deal, a very nice deal. If you take my deal and let everyone here die, I can make sure that you get out of here alive.
Do only I hear this, or does everyone hear this?
Everyone hears the voice, but it's familiar only to you.
Oh.
So I guess the question is, whose lives are really more important? The 4 of you? Or the 80, 90, 100 that are relying upon you?
So you're saying everyone except us pushing this crank will die if we take your deal?
Yes. If you take my deal, you 4 get to walk out of here scot-free. You see, Deka and I, we have an arrangement.
And what is your deal?
Well, you see, my deal is this. Deka, the demon queen of disease and death and rot and pox, she owns this aqueduct for tonight. And Maritza, well, she has made some very, very intelligent bargainings with me. But this requires some of you to live. So if you come with me, I can guarantee I can get you somewhere safe away from Deka. But everyone else here, of course, will die.
Can I have the sister say, "Shut your mouth, foul demon! I will not let my brother's death be in vain."
Ooh, a negotiation. I do like negotiation. I consider it a warm-up. So, the question is very simple. Do you want to live? Or do you want to die trying? The choice is yours.
Corin, would this be whichever language is appropriate, because she has both of them, will say, let me think on it. I'm going to keep pushing for a little bit. So nobody hears that, because it was in a language.
In Infernal, you hear Al-Muhamia, the Devil Lord of Contracts and Deals, kind of say back to you, of course, sometimes it's best to let both sides sweat it out some to see which one really wants it more. Good luck. Don't die. Ian, your turn. The mice are running over you, biting you. You can take 1 damage and only pull 1, or you can take no damage and pull 2.
I'm going to try to take 1 damage and pull 1.
All right.
How many do you still have to go through?
3.
3?
I thought we got 2 successes.
You're on your second round of successes. We need 5 total rounds of successes.
Okay, so we just need a success per round. Okay. The block, it looks like it's 3 up from the bottom and kind of loose on the other side.
Oh, that's not a good one. That is
This one right here?
Oh, did you try that one
Yeah,
already?
that's the one I tried.
That's what you tried?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go 9 from the top, center.
6, 7, 8, 9. Here? Okay, now before I push this, I do want to clarify. I said 5 total successful rounds, not pulls.
Right.
This is your second round.
But we
So,
succeeded the first one, right?
You did. You're on
Okay,
your second
okay,
round right
okay.
now. 1, 2,
Well.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one right here, in the center.
We're gonna go one underneath that.
Okay, right
Yeah.
here.
Sure.
All right, which one?
I think that's right. Center from your side.
This one, right
Yep.
here. Okay.
I think.
It's not budging. Do you want me to push a little harder? I might be pushing too soft for it.
Go ahead and go another road down and try center.
Here.
Yes.
It is
Oh.
moving a block, but it is moving pretty smoothly. Do you want me to keep pushing?
I will try it.
Okay. Ooh.
That counts as 2 successes.
Yes.
If it doesn't fall, I'll give it to you.
Double success.
Yes!
Double success. Look at that. Now,
Whoa.
what
Can
this
also put us in a
means-
really bad position.
That also counts
It
as
does.
Ian's next round.
What I'll say is this: it'll help the next puller, which is Makai. You can take 1 damage and pull 0, or you can still pull 1. Choice is yours.
I mean, okay. Random question. Very, very wild question. But we need 3 people. We need 2 people to be cranking this thing.
Minimum.
I have 3. We have 4. We have all 4 people.
Mhm.
Would I be able to stop cranking and start kicking the rats off of us to make this a little easier on us?
Do you want to? Which means that there would be less opportunities for successes around. Do you want to do that?
I think I want to do it for this round.
Okay. Okay.
I want to start
What-
doing it this round and then like be able to because I can always go back like if we
Yeah.
because we have the 2 successes.
Sure. So what that means is on Sam's turn, if you wish to do that, Sam, you can pull 1 with no threat of taking any damage.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. So, the minimum you can pull is 1 unless you're completely leaving the crank. So you're going to pull 1 with no threat of any damage. What do you want to pull?
From the bottom, the 3rd up from the bottom.
Here?
Yeah.
No,
the
no,
po-
not that one. That's the one I tried, and yeah.
Did you poke the middle?
You want me to try?
Did you try the middle?
I didn't
Yeah,
try
press
the
the
middle. I
way to
tried the
shift
one
it a
on the
little.
outer.
Give me a poke on that middle right there. I mean, right there.
I'm not pushing very hard, but it's not moving at all. If you want me to push harder,
No. The one above it, the middle.
okay. This row here.
Yeah,
Which one do you want me to push?
the middle.
Okay.
That doesn't look good.
It does move. Do you
Oh,
want me to keep pushing, or do you want me to stop?
slow and steady, PJ.
We're all 5.
Keep it stable. Quite nice.
Ooh.
And now the moment of triumph. You now have 2 completely successful rounds with only 3 pullers or movers of the crank. Now, round 3 starts. Michael, you can either pull 2 or take 1 damage and pull 1.
Wait. Which one? How many do I pull if I don't want to take any damage?
2.
2?
Wait, am I not still?
You know what? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay. Declare for Makai. You were, but since we didn't really have a specific person you wanted to save, I said you were saving Sam. If you
Where-
want to, on your turn, you could choose someone else. So on their next turn, it's only 1 with no damage.
Can you go all the way to the bottom and do the middle one? Just see how that is.
It's very loose. Want me to keep pushing?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you say 1 and take 1 damage, or did you say pull
No,
2?
I take two.
All right, second one.
All right. From the top, can you go down 4, and can you give me the is that horizontal or vertical?
It's going this way. It's going, I guess, horizontally.
Can you just see how the middle is?
It's very loose. You want me to keep pushing it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. With that pivot point in the center, now it wants to go on it.
Ah!
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Lordy.
I will reset it. There you go.
Even
Ian,
Lordy.
take 1 damage and pull 1, or pull 2.
So we have 2 successful rounds, and we need 5 total.
You are on the start of your 3rd successful round.
I'm just going to take 2 damage.
And pull nothing?
Yep.
All right, take 2 damage. Makai, your choice. Who are you saving from the rats?
I'm gonna go over to Good Girl. She's at the top of the round. Gonna give her some cover.
You know
Okay.
what? I'm just gonna name her. This is Sister Bestian.
Sister
Oh.
Zasdian.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Should have seen it.
All
coming.
right. All right. Now, so Sister Bestian, on your next round, you only have to pull 1, no damage
right.
worried about.
Got it.
Sam, pull 1, take 1 damage, pull 1 to take 1 damage, or pull 2 for no damage.
What round are we on?
This is the end of round 3 out of 5. You're at the halfway point.
That thing's shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is that thing shaky? Can I take 2 points?
And pull nothing? Yes, you can if you want to.
Doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay. That's 3 successful rounds. Top of the 4, Michael, you can pull 1 at 0 damage, or I'll even let this be the case. You could pull 0, only taking 1 damage.
What do you think, guys?
Take the damage.
We got to win. But at some point, we got to pick. We got to pick 2 more.
I'm gonna do 1. I'm gonna do 1
Okay.
because Shuni's actually also has very low health.
Right.
So what
From
do
the
you
top,
Mhm.
5th down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. Is that a horizontal or vertical?
It's facing this way towards the camera.
All right. Can I get your? Which is your right hand again? Yeah, that one. The one that's closer to that hand.
Okay. Clicking and changing.
Just poke at it. See how it is first.
It's moving, but it's stiff. Do you want me to keep pushing?
No.
Okay.
Can you see what the other side's like?
It's shaky.
But is it-
It's stubborn, but I'm not pushing
No.
hard.
No.
Okay.
Let's go. Can you go down 7 more rolls?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 2 load bearing.
Oh, never mind. Go down 3 more.
1, 2, 3. This one right here. Also load bearing.
All right, go down 2.
Here.
Yeah. The one closest to that hand. Just poke at it. See how it is first.
It's stiff. I'm not pushing very hard.
How's the middle?
It's moving. Want me
Yeah.
to keep going?
Oh.
Is it stiff or?
It's moving. Do you want me to go or not?
Ooh.
Yeah, go.
Okay. Ooh, it's getting very stiff.
No.
We gonna
Oh,
die.
God.
This is
You know what? From the top,
fine.
3rd down.
1, 2, 3. Here.
Yeah,
All right. Which one?
close to that finger that it
This
was
one?
pointing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh,
Yeah, I knew that was a good one, but I wanted to leave that one for someone else.
Top of the
Yeah.
fourth round is successful. Ian, what are you gonna do? Pull one. What was it? I think I said it's pull one, take one. Pull no bricks, take 2 damage, or pull 2 bricks and take no damage.
right. I'm going to try to pull one, only because I'm getting pretty low at this point.
Okay, pull one, take one. Which one do you want?
So there is a single load-bearing brick that runs from right to left on the screen. It's the first one down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, I believe. There,
Mm-hmm.
right?
You want this one?
I believe so.
Okay.
I want to try to work it out.
It's moving. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, sure.
Pulled 1. Do you want to try for 2 and no damage? Or do you want to pull 1 and take 1? Because you are the midway point of round 4.
Yeah, I'll take the point.
Okay.
I'm barely here, but I'll take the point.
Good. If you drop to 0 HP, of course, you drop out of the competition. That
Yep.
goes without saying. Makai, are you still getting the rats off of Michael, or are you going to pull rats off someone else, or are you going to push?
I'm gonna start pulling rats off of
Oh,
That was me. Don't worry, we'll reset in a bit.
the big bad dies. The big bad dies. The big bad collapses from exhaustion. He dies. That's it.
Yeah.
That was me. I actually bumped it. We'll fix that.
yay. Yay.
The Maleficarum, the Malfactor, the
It
We
was
actually-
all a dream.
I had a
We
feeling it was
actually
gonna
got
happen
the-
at some point.
We actually got the rats to start pushing for us.
Yeah.
I'll be
You know,
right back.
work smarter, not harder.
Okay, so wait, everyone else is dead. Everyone else is dead. We are the last 4 people.
They
Yes.
are
It-
alive. There's alive people, but they're like real fucked up.
I mean, that goes. I mean, that
We're
also
all
brings.
pretty
Yeah,
fucked
that brings in some of us as well into
Yeah.
this. I'm sitting at very little HP. I couldn't take 2 hits, but I could take 1.
Yeah.
I might be able to take one hit or one or I could take a full hit or 1 hit right now before I have to pull again.
Yep.
I wonder how many other people tried to play Jenga over Zoom. I want to know how many other parties. I was actually, unfortunately, it's not here with me right now in this house, but I actually have a set of Jenga. I was really hoping to just pull that out and set it in front of PJ. You're like, you choose.
Uno reverse.
Right.
I remember when PJ and we were both at Scabby Rooster and have that, one like person scaled
Right.
tower.
Oh, I
Right.
love that, yeah.
I think you were on that episode, Sam.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that freaked me out. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
very,
we were
Link
playing
Slate?
that.
very strange.
See, I'm confident when
Link
it's
Slate.
me. When it's me pulling the dang things.
Oh, that's what makes
Same.
it worse. So I realized the problem is that I was a little too close to the thing, and well, I had to pee like the second time, so my apologies.
But this is great because, like, while you're resetting this, you get to show off the beautiful Edge of Legend merch.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
That
is
logo
right.
splayed across your chest.
Merch store is gonna put it in chat. There's the merch store.
You too, for the low price of insert price here, you can own one of these Edge of Legend t-shirts.
That's right. We also have tank tops, hoodies with a different logo, as well as hoodies with the same logo, zip up and pullover. So don't be afraid to show the world that you are a legend in the making.
Yes, indeed. Make sure to support the slaughter of Shuni priests by purchasing your very own Edge of Legend gear.
Well, you know, Sam, when you put it that way,
Do you like senseless violence? How about a burning church? Or quite possibly a surprise game of Jenga.
yes, a surprise
Here
game
at
of
Edge of
Jenga
Legend.
that you ruined with your own bladder and your nervous feet.
I want to point out that Mahooch posted Mr. Kapow, how many character sheets you got there, bud? And I posted, I thought enough, but I'm wondering
Maybe
now.
not.
Yeah, there it is.
Is that a cool fact we can have? How many exactly do you have? Because it is a lot, right? Like
You know what? I'm gonna save that until the
yes.
the end of the last episode.
We'll see whoever makes it to the very end, whatever character, how many other brothers and sisters they're greeted by.
Yeah.
Will be the number of the character sheets.
Yeah. Should I reveal their names? Because I have their names, and also
Yes.
they're all of them except the brother and sister are different breeds of dogs.
I'm like obsessed with this Shuni like priest lore group that you've created
Yeah.
here.
The
Like I'm
whole
really into
Deep
it.
lore now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This deep community of dogs that are like, no, brotherhood or nothing. Okay, so
Oh, I have
We're
a really
back.
good story based on that. On it, I'll tell you guys later.
oh, I'm sure. Now we're back.
Beautiful.
So we are, I believe, on Makai's turn, midway through the fourth and final round before my silly ass almost knocked it down. I actually did knock it down. So Makai, I put it back at random, which means everything you've already done before this point no longer tracks.
Man,
So-
we gotta get 5 more successes.
No, you
No,
don't.
no.
I'll say,
Everything
no,
Michael
forever.
pulled on his turn no longer means anything. So the question
Forever.
is, which one do you want me to pull?
I'm gonna stick to the current the current game plan. I'm gonna start keeping rats off of. Oh man, you have a name, don't you?
I would say
Ian's character?
Sam, Ian, Michael?
Or there's
Ian's
Reginald.
character.
Is
Oh,
Ian.
my name
But
is
I can't remember.
Reginald.
Okay.
Regin, that's what it
Yes.
All right.
Reginald Silverspire.
was.
Now,
Reginald
Sam.
Silverspire.
Sam, then.
Yes.
Pull one, take one. Pull none, take two. Or take none, pull two. Choice is yours.
So, because I am quite low on hit points, could I attempt to bandage a wound for one of the turns?
I'll tell you what.
Uh-huh.
If you want to do that, you have to pull 3.
Well, I don't want to do that. Well, I guess I'm pulling 2 then, because it's less
All
than
right.
3.
Now
That's how
again,
math works.
I had
Nailed
to
it.
do this all over again, so we don't know
Yes.
what's what. So you
I
just go when you're
start
ready.
from the bottom.
Okay.
Over here.
Stop. Facing the camera, the middle. I think it's one below where you are
You
actually.
want here, middle.
I want. Yeah.
Okay.
I see all the butts facing me. Yes. How's it feel?
It's a little stiff, but I'm not pushing hard. Do you want me to push harder or choose a new one?
I want you to instead. Let me use my knowledge of engineering. I want you to instead use the one on the corner. I think you're right. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Next to where you just were. How's that, boy?
It's moving a little bit. Do you want me to keep pulling?
Yeah, give it a little. Let's give it a little pull. Let's see. Looks relatively stable to me. Okay. I need another one.
You just need one more.
At the top, go down 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here, one more.
The middle one.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
see
there's
how
no
that-
middle one there. Do you want me to go
Oh,
down
the
here?
other. I think we're on a different row then.
For sure.
Up. Yeah, middle.
Yeah, this is the one without the one in the middle. Want
Oh,
me to go up
I
here?
think the camera must be awkward then.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the butts are facing me, if that makes sense.
So these right here?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't really tell anymore.
That's okay. You ready to put all on this one random choice.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Ready?
give it a
No,
poke,
are we going
though.
to?
Okay.
Apparently.
Here comes the middle one. Oh, it
Oh,
moves smooth. Want me to get it?
hell yes.
Okay.
9 hells yes.
All right.
No hells. No
Two.
hells,
Still
please.
alive.
No.
2 no
And that's
damage.
what matters.
End of the 4th round.
Man.
You all hear a familiar voice. Just continue. You know, I can see the bite marks in your arm. And I can see the rats biting on you like cheese. If you want to, we can stop right now. Let 80 strangers vanish in the night. I mean, you won't even remember them by tomorrow. But we can make sure that you're safe. Or we can stop. Or you can keep pulling. The choice is yours. I'm just trying to offer you an opportunity to save yourselves.
Sister Bastion just kind of yelps, "You shut your dirty mouth, you foul demon of the pit!"
You have no idea what dogs you came from. I know the hounds of hell that call you family. No amount of celestial blood can clean that record. So please, by all means, continue to mock me. Take my deal or no. I'm the one with all the cards. You're the one with a card tower.
And,
Orin-
oh,
Oh, go ahead.
Let's say, Sister Bastion kind of just slowly mutters under her breath, "Stand with me, brother good. Brother Bastion. Stand with me. Give me your strength."
While Sister Bestian is doing that, Corin is going to say in Infernal, "Just so you know, I'm not mocking you. I just like playing a game, this little game. We'll see how it goes."
Excuse me, Mr. Voice in my head. I don't know, if you want me, but I don't want you. The people of this town have never really been nice to me, but I wouldn't be much better than them if I spat on them when we were all down. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go back to kicking these rats so my friends don't get their ankles bit. Please leave me alone. Your voice creeps me out.
Noble, notable gnomes never say no to a noble opportunity to die nobly. So yes, please continue.
I guess you could call it a noble opportunity.
Starting with Michael Powell. Take 1 damage and
Alright.
pull 1. Take 2 pulls and 2 pulls, take no damage, or take 2 damage, no pulls.
I'm gonna take 1 damage and pull 1.
Okay.
All right.
one?
From the top,
Mhm.
go down 1, go down 1, go down 1, go down 1, go down 1. The one that's closest. That's a horizontal one towards me, right?
Facing that way.
Okay. Can you just test the one that's facing that's closest to the webcam?
Do you want the center one?
Wait. Is that? Then go up 1. I think we're on the wrong one. Roll then.
Here. You want this one?
No, 1 down 1. Down 1. That one, yeah. The one's
this-
face. That's yeah.
Okay.
See how that is.
It moves. It's a
Smooth?
little shaky, but it moves. You want me to pull it?
Go for it.
Okay.
Wobbly.
Take 1
Good
damage.
call.
Now, this is the 5th and final round of success. Ian, pull 1, take 1. Pull 2, take none. Take 2, pull 0. Oh, yes, you're with Ian? Yes. So, pull 1, take 0. Or,
Okay. I'm
You
gonna
want
try to pull 1. Okay, so the if you right from the bottom and then up 2, it'll be your right, the block that is facing towards the camera.
here?
Yes, try that.
Okay. Pulling it sideways, it moves. You want me to keep pulling, or you want me to push?
Go for it.
Okay. Now, with Makai's turn being spent keeping you all out of the rat's danger, or as they are called, the Gray Tide, it is time for Sam.
Lordy.
I'll even put all of this, double or nothing on the table. One pull, no damage, but no details, no hints, no nothing. This tower falls, so do all 4 of you. It is all up to you, Sam. You ready? Your shoulders feeling good?
And that's my choice. That's just the choice.
That's the double or nothing. One pull, no damage, no nothing, just one pull for literally everything, no details. Or standard fare where you're forced to take a damage or take 2 for pulling 0. Choice is yours.
What would Corin do?
Hmm.
What
Well,
would Brother Good do?
Corin's at
That's a
one
good.
at 1 hit point, so it's
Oh.
either 2 or 1 anyway. Ooh, yeah, okay.
Since my turn is before theirs, could I go to protect them on my turn?
Oh,
Or-
they didn't take.
Yeah.
Did they take their turn yet?
Well, technically their turn was spent, retroactively helping them. So I'll say this. Makai, part of your turn is creating this deal for Sam.
Okay.
1 or nothing.
Oof, man, this is.
Because here's the thing. Even if it's not the deal and still you helping her, it's 1 pull. Still 1 pull for everything.
Just in case you forgot, there was a level 5 hype train. Anyway,
You make
This
a
is
good
for
point.
our benefit.
just so you know.
Okay, you make a good point. You make a good point.
Just-
Okay.
Just so you remember.
Alright.
Okay. Just ponder that as I ponder which one of these I'm going to choose.
Oh, my heart hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like this anymore.
So here's a very important question. Because for
Mm-hmm.
the blocks that are facing like long ways to me, I can't see how many are under there. Is that part of the thing?
We have only been chewing
Like-
away at what is visible.
Like if I say the middle, are you gonna tell me there's not one in the middle? Or
Oh no, I'm gonna let you know.
okay.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm always gonna
Okay.
confirm before I push.
I want to do from the top, make it drop.
Yep. Saw that in chat.
We're here. Halloween
s-
serious.
So if you ignore the loner block, the 3rd row down, is there a middle to that one? Not. I guess the 2nd row, the way
Right
that you're
here?
counting. Yeah.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
There is a middle block. Do you want me to wish to
Okay.
push the middle block?
Yes, and this is the row where I can see it say Jenga facing me. If that makes
So,
sense.
so this one right here, my finger is right here, or do
Uh,
you mean
your
the center?
whole-
So you're seeing Jenga here, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So if you want the middle one, that would
Uh-huh.
be here. If you want this block specifically, that would be here. Do you want this Jenga block or the one in the center of it?
I think the one that says, ooh, gosh, that's a good question because that one's a little bit offset, so it looks
Is
like it's
one of those be
like
over
it
here?
wants to leave, like it's a little
Right.
bit wobbly. But how much counterbalance is there on top of that? Not very much. Hold on, let me think. Can I ask an opinion of my co-mates?
This is the last pull of the night. Go right ahead.
What do you think? Should I do the middle one or the one that says Jenga?
I
Jenga
mean-
or this one?
For sure, definitely something closest to the top, as high as you could go, would be the best
Right.
last pull.
I'm gonna say Jenga. Why not? If it's already moved out of the way,
Yeah.
like partially moved, it means that the other blocks are quite possibly taking the brunt of the weight anyway. So you might as well start from that back corner that stepped out and then move on.
Jenga. Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's looking like a good choice.
Legends in the chat. legends in the game, this is the last pull of the night. This Jenga block right here for everything.
Hate this.
From the top, make it
We've got
drop.
it.
That's a Jenga tower.
Ooh. Oh.
It's a little slippy. Yeah.
Don't just leave it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Make it drop.
the top is moving. It's rotating on a pivot. If I pull this and this falls off, TPK.
This is
Yeah,
literally
right.
the
Only
worst.
Corin dies.
This is literally
Okay.
the worst.
Don't
ready?
make it
All right,
drop.
Go on.
here we go. You ready?
Saying good and Brother Bestian be with us.
Uh,
I love it. We got this.
Ah,
Yes.
And
my neighbors are gonna call the police.
the official cherry on top.
Ah!
Woo!
and
Done.
let us never do this again.
Ever
I
again,
love it.
PJ.
I
We're
love
doing
it.
it again. We're
No.
doing it again.
Yeah, we're doing
No.
it again. We got to do it
DJ,
again.
No.
So-
ever mention Jenga to me ever again, I'm slapping you.
Congratulations. You. Oh, I'm gonna ruin my beard, but fuck it. I mean, F it. Oh no, I have to not swear on
You're well
stream.
done.
Hey,
You're
that's-
almost there. You've got
Uh,
this. I believe in you.
Everyone in chat needs to appreciate the joy of PJ
Yes.
switching his beard to pick up a Jenga tower. How often do you
He
see
Oh.
deserves
that?
After what he just put us through, he deserves that. Good call.
Yeah.
So, legends in the chat, legends in the game, you have survived Dekha's well.
Oh.
Now, that being said, Al Muhammad watches as you continue to do this, spinning and spinning. Oh, 1 second. So as you keep moving, Al Muhammad looks at all of you, takes off his eyeglasses, rubs them like that, adjusts them back on. He goes, "Well, the deal still stands with Maritza Rasuchin. By tomorrow morning, some of you will be remembered, others you will be dead. So, good luck, everyone." And like a memory already forgotten, Al Muhammad is gone. And suddenly the well kind of hits this grinding stop. And you can feel the earth beneath you start to tremble and roar as all of this bubbling crude start to rise and bubble and die. I need one last reflex save, and then you are clear to run the hell out of here. No problems.
This is it. Lordy, come on, creepy eyeball dice, which I'm just gonna show off. This is not my roll. I'm just showing off my dice one more time. Let's see if you can see an eyeball. Will it show the eyeball? Focus. No, it's too close. Very cool. All right.
See if I can come in clutch with a nat 20 right off the top.
Oh, what?
Yes!
Both of you?
Double
Oh my
20.
Yes!
god!
Hey, after 2 ones,
Yeah, that's also
20.
fair. And 2 dead
That's
characters.
beautiful. This is a reflex save.
Reflex save, that's right.
16.
Okay.
I may only have 2 HP, but I'm on it.
Makai, what's that number, buddy? Was it reflex save?
19. We're good.
19? Yeah. As you defeat and win against Dekha, you can feel her presence leave this world. That one last sputtering spewing of her essence all over the aqueduct goes completely unanswered. You are fine as this liquid spews over. And with that, you and the 80 survivors sprint. All of the madmen, the possessed, the demons that's been surrounding you are long gone. They could not step into the aqueduct because they would be infuriating a demon queen, and they were not allowed to step foot in the aqueduct. And that being said, one last little bit.
What betrayal is next, PJ?
So with a scream and a roar, the rumble rises in one last violent revolt, but it dies softly and silently Deka has been purged and returned to their domain in the Nine Hells. All is quiet as you flee. The bubbling sound that comes washes by like water rushing and rising to the top. And as you survive, you move the city streets, tracking your steps to get back to the main part of the city. You see the hordes of people running still in the streets to their safety, all of them dodging the mad attacks of the possessed and through the fires, openly tearing through the city under the constant magnified screams of Betsa, like in the hewing madness of violence. This staticky voice screams nonsense over the burning night air. Jaggedly drawn under the walls of every city building and onto the floors and stone roads in blood and in soot. And in the detritus of the mortal form, you see symbols etched with great detail of the gods and the devils of the Nine Hells. You find yourselves dodging this scarred landscape you once called home. You start moving, trying to retrace your steps, looking for another safety, until eventually you find yourselves at a stone building with a heavy steel door. Running in for cover, you move into the building. It's dark, and the metal door swings behind you, and you hear this scream and scrape as a metal bar moves across a metal door and locks in place, snapping with the lock clicking. And this changes your altered reality. You're in a dirty, rusty, metal, iron reinforced room inside of a small stone building or barrack. Suspicious bloodstains smear across the walls and floors, handprints wiping blood until it stops and dries. Around you in this small room, other citizens are injured, shaken, bleeding, and dirty, all of them looking confused like they're coming out of a dream. How did we get here? Oh, I didn't mean to get here. I was following you. Well, but we ran here like I knew this place. I've never been here. Who was leading us? Do you even know what this building is? I have never seen this building before in my life. Where are we? The questions seem to rise and rumble and roil as madness and fear and sadness clench your chests. And as you do, you hear a loud metal turning of a wheel and a lock unhinging at the other end of the room. And that's when you see it. Built into the stone infrastructure at the other end of the room, there's another stone door, another metal door. And it opens. It opens so slowly. And that is where we end episode 2 of the Crimson Carnage for Halloween.
PJ quit. What's going on?
Thank you so much for joining us on episode 2 of the Crimson Carnage. I hope you all liked Deka's Wheel, and I hope my players love Dread. I will be bringing it back because F you, I love you. That being said, let us say our goodbyes and call it a night, starting with the man shaking his head, Mr. Michael Powell. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet internet.
Damn you, PJ.
Hate
How
me, I love
you?
it. I love it.
Ugh.
He eats it
Anyway, I am the dastardly dashing Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow, that's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff like my TTRPG YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure, or my new secondary YouTube channel, which is horror themed, called Dastardly Tales of Horror. Oh, and also, let's see, tomorrow, I believe, is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at Toyzilla Network. It's here on Twitch is Toyzilla Live, where we talk about toys and toy news. And then at, I believe, I want to say 7 p.m., right, PJ?
I want to say 7, yeah.
Yeah, 7 p.m. over on Live Action Roleplay. It's going to be Purgatory Cafe, where we're going to figure out, a movie's going to be made at the cafe, and shenanigans are probably going to happen. Oh, and also on Friday, I will be on Johannanon channel for Fresh Out of the Box, where we basically play Mighty Max, the TTRPG game, with yours truly as the Mighty One himself.
Nice.
Yay. All right, Ian, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Thank you all again for joining us for another episode of Jenga Masters. Every other Wednesday, you can catch us here, apparently playing Dread. But besides that, on the internet, I go by Bearded Scald. You can find me on Twitter and our Discord. Things have been really busy for me lately. Things are, for craft fairs and such, are starting to heat up for my small business called Witch and Heathen, which I run with my beautiful fiance. We are going to be going to a few craft fairs. I'm going to be posting those in our Discords if you want to swing by to any of those. Sorry, we're stuck in the state of California at the time being, but we're hoping to branch out further as time goes on. So, for any updates on the craft fairs or anything we're putting out, please check out witchandheathen.com, or I will be dropping them in our Discord. Thank you so much for watching.
Nice. And Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, hello, I'm Sam Sterling, and I don't talk like this unless I have my vampire teeth in. There we go. Hi. Yeah, so you can find me at Hey Sam Sterling all over the internet. And as for things coming up, I indeed am playing Purgatory Cafe with Michael tomorrow over on Life Action Roleplay. It's going to be a good time. It's always fantastic. I love Purgatory Cafe so much. So please come watch us. And also this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am going to be on the Latinx and Gaming channel. So come check us out as we play some games, and it should be a really good time with some really cool people. So yep. And thank you, PJ, for ruining our lives.
I only ruin because I love. Makai, my dude, thank you so much for guesting in today. Can't wait to see you next week. And please tell us who you are and where we can find you in that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi, I'm the guy who got suckered into this game. My name is Makai, and I'm slowly losing the will to live. But you know what?
Don't
would help
worry,
me
if you lose it, he'll take it from you.
You know what would help me regain that sweet, sweet will to live? If you went out and supported a local business, because they need your help a lot more than I do. I do some stuff on the internet that no one really cares about because I don't really do much. But your local business, they're doing some really cool stuff and you could be a part of it. So go out, give them a little bit of support, whether it be just a quick shout out, whether it be monetarily, or whether it just be showing them a little bit of support by going in and experiencing whatever they have to offer, whether it be online, whether it be in person, whether it just be a little bit of love. But other than that, I hate you, PJ.
I love you.
Yeah.
Well, my name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.mcgaw. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Come find me, come friend me. Let's have fun. I just put up a TikTok today about how to make amazing clown people in D&D 5e. I recommend, of course, making clown people in Pathfinder 2e, but what can we do? Also, when I'm not here, you can find me on Tuesdays, 3:30 to 5:30 with Michael Powell. I think next week we're not going to be doing an episode, but this Thursday, tomorrow night, you can find me playing Barakiel in Purgatory Cafe over at twitch.tv/live action roleplay, about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And next week is episode 3 of the Crimson Carnage, and then the last week of Halloween is What We Do in the Shadows, Adolfon Prime Edition. And in November, we come back strong for Edge of Legend, and we have some really exciting announcements for 2022. But since we had the level 5 hype train, I'll give you a quick look behind the curtain about what you can expect at next week's episode of Crimson Carnage. Let me know if you can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is what you're going to look forward to.
Hello, my precious mortals. Would you like to play a game? I have many that we can play together.
No.
PJ, go stand in the
No.
corner.
That's what we have to look forward to next week. Come in, be horrified, have a great October, and until
No.
Order!
I,
No, no,
I
no.
live off your hatred of me. Anyway, until then,
Bob.
we're gonna be
What is that
rating
shit,
Sakura Afro.
Yeah, and they're doing
Oh, that's
doing
a
it for
dope
a
name.
very, very good cause to help pay for their mother's breast cancer surgery.
Wow.
Oh, this is amazing. Yes, please help them with the mother's breast cancer surgery. And until then, be awesome, be legends, and we'll see you here same nat time, same nat channel for the Crimson Carnage. Rating in 3, 2, 1.
Night.
And we are out.